I told you how many cat carcasses I had to power wash off my driveway.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
It's another edition of KFC Radio on the Barstool Sports Network. I have a question for you, John.
Okay.
What is the point of being a billionaire in China?
I don't have an answer for you, Kevin. I would imagine get in good with the government, and then you can do whatever you want. Basically, the point of being a billionaire anyway.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I guess you just got to be good with the government.
Yeah.
If you're not good with the government, you're in
It's a bad spot to be bad.
There's like 6 missing billionaires in China.
Really?
Yeah. They just disappear. And it's all immediately after they say bad things about the government. It's nuts. Jack Ma is the one making headlines now. He runs Alibaba. So he's the Chinese Jeff Bezos.
Okay. And Alibaba is a social media app?
No, it's like Chinese Amazon.
Oh, okay.
So he's real. Yeah.
Why is it Chinese Jeff Bezos?
So he came out. So he was also going. He was going to have an IPO with something called Ant Group, like a huge like fintech monster thing. This is back in like October, November. 2 days before he does that, he comes out and he says, like the government's bullshit. Like their banking system's fucked. Their financial regulations are trash. This sucks.
You don't often hear billionaires criticizing the financial regulation system. That is
well, and I guess maybe that's the problem. But he says that, and then they just shut down the whole IPO. They're like, oh yeah, well you're not doing that anymore, and he's just been gone ever since.
And that was months ago.
That was in October. He is also like he's on.
Why? How long does it have to be gone before we say dead?
Well, okay, so that's my thing. So he's also on like Chinese Shark Tank. He just didn't show up. So like, there's TV shows that are missing him. Like he's just like, okay. Jack Ma's not here. I guess we'll just like go with the other guy. And he has not like made any appearances, missed a TV show, not on social media, not in the news. And then like just a couple days ago or a couple weeks ago, somebody was like, no, he's fine. He's just laying low. He's just laying low.
Who said that? The president?
Yeah, I think like a government. It was either another government official or someone else in the financial world where it's just like, no, he's not. No, he's not. Or like, yeah, he's laying low in a fucking box somewhere. He's laying low at the bottom of a river. And so then I started reading about it. There's like 4 or 5 other guys gone. There was one guy, Ren Shu Chang, some shit like that. He got sentenced to death for bribery and corruption. That happens like every day over in China too. Yeah.
I was gonna say anywhere.
Any businessman, but China, yeah, bribery, corruption, death. Another guy got like 18 years in prison.
Did he get killed, or is he still missing?
No. I think, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know exactly how the sentencing was carried out. Then there's a fashion billionaire who he spoke up against the president. Gone. There's the Chinese Warren Buffett. He's gone. Look, what's the fucking point?
I'll tell you who I agree with now. Everybody in the NBA.
Yeah.
Just shut my fucking mouth.
Hell yeah. I'm not speaking up on these motherfuckers. They will disappear you.
I got to come over this summer and run a camp. They're great. I love them. Yeah. The whole concentration. Yeah, no, it's not a concentration camp I'm running, by the way. It's for children in basketball. But the Uyghurs, definitely, whatever they're doing with them is totally right.
Daryl Morey, all those people. Are you fucking crazy? Just zip your fucking lip. Go play ball in like exhibitions over there. Keep them happy or you will be gone. If those guys can get disappeared, you know what I mean? Like Jack Ma is a fucking billionaire.
Okay, so what's the point of living there afterwards?
That's what I'm saying.
Why don't you just get rich and leave?
Come on over.
Yeah, we have most of the billionaires. We'll take all of them.
Take all of them. And then you contrast it with what goes on when you're a billionaire here. You know what you can do in America if you're a billionaire? Anything. Anything. You want to run the government? You basically can. Bill Gates, you're rich. Take care of Corona for us.
I mean,
you don't even have to know what you're doing. You should be rich.
It's not even. You basically can.
You do.
You can.
Yeah.
You can be elected president with no experience, and everyone's like, "Wow, he seems like he knows what he's doing." Just because all we care about is money.
Usually is a pretty good in my book. I'd say I don't know. The rich guy knows what he's doing.
Oh, I disagree with that wholeheartedly. Because we talked about that the other day.
Yeah, I mean, you can get rich without knowing what you're doing, but the thing is, nobody knows what they're doing.
Right.
So the guy who's rich is at least smarter than the rest of us who don't know what we're doing.
I think the rich guy's luckier than the rest of us. I think
there's a lot of luck involved,
there are some billionaires smarter than us, no doubt, of course.
Yeah.
I think there are also some who are stupider than us.
Definitely. I mean, Dave's the dumbest millionaire of all time. The billionaires, though, which billionaires do you think you're smarter than?
I'd need a list.
Are you smarter than any like the well-known ones, the Zuckerbergs, the Bezos?
No, heavens no. Not anyone who knows how to code.
Yeah,
If you can
that guy's
code,
smart.
then no, I'm not.
Bezos knows that shit.
Bezos is a maybe.
Yeah.
Because they all get the credit for starting in a garage.
In a garage, everybody fucking starts.
Bezos
in
got
a
like a $200,000 loan from his parents. He
Yeah.
didn't have to be in a garage. He could have rented a fucking office if he wanted.
Hey, the garage was attached like a fucking estate. You know what I mean? Come on. You're not smarter than Bill Gates. You're not smarter than Zuckerberg, Bezos, Musk. You're not smarter than those guys.
I might be smarter than Warren Buffett.
I'm definitely more savvy. Put it this way, I'm more savvy.
Warren
than
Buffett doesn't know how to use an iPhone.
No idea how to use an iPhone.
Warren Buffett gets his steaks well done, I imagine.
Right. If I like handed him an iPhone and said like, hey, set up your email on this, he'd be like,
Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
What?
So therefore, in modern terms, he might know more about economy and how to run a business.
And even that, I'm still not sure. I feel like he got in early and made his money, and now he's just chilling. How about Ballmer? You smarter than him? Is he smart?
Yeah, no, he's smart.
He's big smart. I know he's Apple, but I didn't know if he's one of those guys.
No, he's not Apple. He's Microsoft.
Oh, Microsoft. Yeah. Yeah, he was the one dancing around with Bill Gates. In
Yeah,
that
he's a
fucking
maniac.
Video. Yeah,
Absolute maniac. And I would be scared, much like the people are good people over in China. I would be scared to criticize him because he'd just come over here and like, I don't know, he'd do something weird to me.
he'll like beat you to death.
But like, yeah, like
He's a crazy man.
It wouldn't be like he'd have me killed. Like he'd have me killed and he'd fuck my corpse.
Yeah. This guy just loves like basketball and cheers hard. You have him fucking
He's
your
a
corpse.
psychopath. You kidding me?
How? Why? Does he do other shit?
He'd make sure I was still warm. He's not like he's not fucking a cold body. Don't get me wrong, but he'd make sure I was.
Him and
lifeless.
Armie gonna double team you. I feel like were you smarter than Jeffrey Epstein?
Jeffrey Epstein, heavens yes.
I think he was like super smart. I
He
think he was like a super villain.
They
said
look, I could take pictures of people fucking kids and just be like, give me
I
money.
can blackmail people.
Anyone
no
could
problem.
do that, dude.
Yeah.
I could blackmail people.
But they said
really
they
easy.
said that like he walked in a room and like he capped like everybody was like under his charm. Like he could just like control.
That's not
a room.
smart.
I know, but that's almost better.
He could be charming. Oh, I'd
know?
much rather be charming than
Man,
smart.
I'd rather be Epstein than Zuckerberg.
Oh yeah. At least Epstein's been to a party. Sure, it was
Exactly.
It was a sweet 16, but still.
Shit. But yeah.
All right,
Me and
let's
Zuckerberg
get back
don't-
on track.
God, I love this show. I love this
I say that one got away from me.
That one did get away from me. Here's the thing. I might be a billionaire soon because the jackpot's up to 850 million.
Is it?
And I'm telling you, man, I'm winning this one.
That's one of those things.
I'm winning this one.
The lottery is one of those things where I just bury my head in the sand because I'm like, well, if I don't even try, I can't lose.
Right. Well, I do commend that, sir.
And it is.
But
jackpot
850,
takes
man.
away the excuse. Like I don't have that excuse anymore.
Well, and I keep saying this and I keep putting it off because at this point I want to make it till it's $1 billion. I want to get my ticket for free through jackpot and I want to win $1 billion for free.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that if it was like, what'd you do?
$10.
I don't even want to pay $1 for this. I will not do it. And I got $1 billion from it. Jackpocket right now is the app on your phone where you can buy lottery tickets that when you use the code Barstool, you can get a free Mega Million or Powerball ticket. So, as you listen to this, it'll be tonight. So go get it right now. Do it for free.
Wait, we can get it in New York, right?
Yes, you can get it in 10 different states. So it's New York, New Jersey, Texas,
I'm doing it
and
now.
7 others. So you can download the Jackpocket app. You can play Mega Millions, Powerball, Cash for Life, Pick 10, other daily games. You can go big, you can go small. You can pick your own numbers. You can do the auto numbers, and you can instantly withdraw your winnings from to your bank account. So like, imagine that if I was just like, yeah, I'll take the lump sum of $600 million right now, please. Thank you.
God.
Honestly, the
got me
850.
fucking-
I know it's smarter to always take the lump sum, but 850 so much that the annuity's probably not fucking bad, and then you don't lose like 200 million.
Why are you saying annuity to me like I know what that is?
Well, you either lump sum or you get paid out every year. So usually, if I win $20 million, it's like just give me half that and give it to me right now.
Uh-huh.
But you win 850. If you get paid every year, you're gonna get like $8, $9, $10 million a year. That's pretty fucking good, and you don't have to lose like $200 million. They always tell you like get your money now and I'll invest it and all that shit.
Yeah.
But it's like you got it.
I think I'd rather buy a Bonilla deal.
That's what I'm saying.
And it might not be smart. Might
No,
not
that's
be the
what I mean.
financially responsible thing.
So
I'd like to wake up every January 1st with an extra $10 million in my bank account.
that's
or
what
whatever
I'm
it is.
saying. If all of a sudden tomorrow your salary was $8, $9, $10 million a year, you'd be on cloud 9. So if you win 850, let's say I think taxes makes that around like 600, and then lump sum makes that around like 300. I think in this one you walk away with like 500, 550. So it's like 150, 200 million extra dollars, and all you got to do is get it over the years, and then every year for 30 years.
Oh, for 30. See, I was making sure it wasn't like a lifetime deal. But
30 years.
Within 30.
Which is,
and then
buddy,
what if
buddy,
I die, which I will?
Buddy, yeah. A 30-year deal is a lifetime deal for us. What do you think? We're living past that?
But if I die, like, does it go to a family member?
I'm sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think they just get it back. If that's the case, then fuck no. But I'm sure it's like your money to put wherever. Pop quiz. You go on Jackpocket and you hit the lottery. What's the first thing you do?
First thing I do?
Yeah.
Honestly, nothing. I would be like Joe Flacco. Like, I'd probably grab 5 guys on the way home. Didn't Flacco go like to McDonald's?
Would you tell people or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would.
Would you like tweet it?
Yeah. Yeah.
On the spot? Like,
I'd make it.
I won.
So yeah, I guess there's the answer. First thing I do, I tweet it.
Yeah.
Second thing I do,
like literally
first
the
thing I do,
exact
I
opposite of what you're
tweet.
supposed
I am
to
now
do.
the richest person at Barstool Sports.
Yeah.
Then I tweet. Then I get 5 guys and I go.
You know
sit
what
on
you
the
got to
couch.
do? They say to put your ticket in like a safe box. You got to go put like your phone in there or something, right? You got your Jackpocket account. I don't want anyone hacking that shit. I don't want me. What if you lose your phone? What if I drop my phone in the water or something? It's like, so you got to put your Jackpocket phone in a bank account. You tell nobody. You go set up a trust. You get your money.
Tweet.
Then you
and,
tweet.
and guess what I do for the rest of my life, Kevin? Tweet.
That's it.
Tweet, because guess who you can't cancel? Guy with $500 million.
Impossible. I would just be a professional tweeter. What's your job? I tweet. That's what Jackpocket can do.
I
for
would
you.
even open up my tweet to ads.
Yeah.
I'll do ads. Fine, fuck it. I'll do ads for Jackpocket.
you go.
Like, how do you become a professional tweeter?
God,
Jackpocket.
Imagine if there's almost $1 billion winner because of Jackpocket. I mean, that's unbelievable. Download the Jackpocket app for free or go to jackpocket.com. Must be 18 or older to play. Jackpot is not affiliated with any state lottery. If you or anyone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, residents in New York call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY. Residents of Oregon call 1-877-MY-LIMIT. All others call 1-800-GAMBLER. Please visit jackpocket.com/TOS for full terms of service. The lottery isn't gambling.
Not when it's free. this
you are risking nothing.
Yeah. this is
risking
not a gambling.
this will
This is
not
not a
affect you
wager.
at all.
This is just a free shot at
Absolutely.
$850 million.
Ain't nobody gambling here. I think I do need to. I'm retiring soon. I'm retiring.
How come?
The internet has just gone too soft. It's gone not soft. It's gone. The internet's become everything I hate and everybody that I hate. There was a time back in 09, 10, 11 where I feel like most of the time I agreed with like average people.
Mm-hmm.
And then yesterday it became starkly clear to me that that's not the case anymore. When I had people telling me that I should take my groceries in the cart out to the parking lot to bag them myself in my trunk, like that's a normal thing.
Okay, so I have multiple takes on this.
I have never
First
seen
of all, I don't think that's what they were suggesting.
anyone in the world do that.
I think I saw you getting.
That's exactly what they
fighting
were.
with
They were
people.
literally telling me bag them in your trunk.
But I think to leave the bags in your car means take the bags in with you when you go in.
No, that's where this all came from because I said I don't have any. They said so. I'm getting groceries and they say, "Do you need any bags?" And I'm like, I don't. Does it look like I have a bunch of fucking bags?
Right.
And I have 65
Which is an obscene
items.
question. I'm with you 100%. That, so far.
Yes, I need fucking bags. And they were saying, no, take your groceries in the cart, bring them to your trunk, and put them in bags in your trunk that you leave in your trunk.
Mm.
And then you bring them into your house.
But
I
why
have
would-
never seen someone in the parking lot bagging their own groceries in a trunk.
No, but that's because
Never.
you leave them in the car, and then you take them with you into the market, and then
no,
you bag them
no,
there.
they're saying take all your food to the trunk of your car and bag it.
But why would you do that? But I get having permanent bags that you leave in your car and then you just bring them into the market with you. Why would you
barely.
do that?
They're saying, I guess if you forgot them, I don't know. I don't know why. I do not know why. They're telling me, why don't you leave the grocery? And that is a take that in 2010 you would be bullied off the internet for.
It is.
Anybody who would be like, you use bags? Oh, I take my groceries to the trunk by myself and bag it up there. We would metaphorically chop your head off
But
and
you can
bury
just
your
take
body.
but that just doesn't make any sense. I feel like that person is an individual.
I got
dumb.
I got multiple
because
people
you
telling
just
me that.
take your bags in with you and
Right.
you give that to the bagger and the
yes,
bagger bags it.
Correct. And I think they are saying either it's if you forget it or some people will just skip the bagging and do it yourself in the parking lot.
Well, that's just completely.
It's
nonsensical.
insane.
I don't even
I mean,
know.
it's
That's
insanity.
fighting with a person who thinks the sky is blue.
I couldn't.
It
couldn't,
just doesn't make sense.
I couldn't believe there was even a single person, let alone multiple people, saying bag your own groceries in the trunk.
It is.
In the could you imagine that? I've never seen that in my life, so that cannot be that common. If I ever saw someone just taking out just wheeling, if I saw that, I'd be like, I would assume that person is stealing groceries. I'd be like, you're just taking a whole
you just
fucking
walk
cart out. You're just taking gallons of
Mama
milk
Clancy.
and putting it. Yeah, it's blowing past the receipt checker. And I can't do that. I can't work on an internet that's like that anymore. I can't work on an internet where me fucking joking around about the bag situation is not met with like 99% approval and agreement. I can't.
I actually think the bag situation is worse for the environment.
I'm sure it is.
Because guess what? I go to the market rather regularly, not super often, but I grab things here and there. And the market and the liquor store. And because we don't do bags here anymore, and they're always like, would you like to buy? It's like $1 for like a permanent bag.
Yeah.
One of those tote type bags.
Yeah.
So I just buy those every time.
Yep.
Guess who has 30,000 fucking permanent bags in his apartment? All of them hanging on the back of my door. So they hang so much over my door that I can't really get to my doorknob. So I have to fucking move bags to open my door, to walk out, to realize I forgot bags, to buy another bag, and come back and hang it on my door.
And what are you gonna do with those one day? You're gonna fucking
gonna
bag them up and throw them in the garbage.
fucking
And
drown
they're
a seal with them.
they're gonna sit in a landfill where they one day drown a tortoise who's 350 years old.
Like,
So when
I don't-
that endangered species is dead, it's because you fucking bagger pussies.
Because of West Side Market permanent bags.
fucking assholes. I hate that so much. I started stealing those, by the way.
You steal?
I steal those.
How?
When I do self-checkout. They're like, do you want bags? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, put in the number of bags. You gotta we're gonna charge you. I'm like, yeah, okay. yeah, that's happening. And to me, that's my silent protest. Like, not today. Not today, fucking Postmark. Today, this one is mine, Whole Foods. I'm taking this with me. That is.
It is also crazy.
And when they say it's another 5 cents. And
That's what I
they
was
say
gonna
it to me like it's a real decision. Do you need bags? First of all, yes, I need fucking bags. They're like, okay, well, it's gonna be 5 cents extra. I'm like, well, oh, geez, I don't know if I can make rent anymore. You fucking asshole, just give me. And then they give me the bags, and it's the paper bags.
I'm buying $300 worth of groceries. I think I'll handle the 20 cents of bags. Thank you.
I mean, yeah, like
Maybe 30 cents of bags.
I'll survive. And then they give me the brown paper bags with no handles, which is just, I might as well just carry them like this.
That should only be reserved for bottles of alcohol.
Absolutely,
If I'm carrying groceries, I need a handle on
for
it.
sure. Give me, and also, I understand environment, blah 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 blah. We should have pressed pause for the pandemic. We should have been like, we're going back to the plastic. We're going to kill the earth for a little bit longer because we got bigger fish to fry. Once we're done with this, we can go back to asking people if they want bags. But right now, let's fucking choke out a seagull.
The environment thing always pisses me off.
Always.
Because here's the deal. I will do my part. I am obviously, I believe in climate change. I think all this shit. I will do my part. But 90% of the fucking pollution comes from 100 companies in the world. So
Right.
me fucking throwing a one single water bottle away because there isn't a fucking recycling bin isn't changing that fucking
Anything.
much. So get off my fucking vagina.
Yeah, man, I'm with you on that. I mean, but you know me, I feel about everything in the government or in the environment. It's like I'm not. Listen, whether I stop or not,
It's
gonna affect
It's not like I think everyone should try and do their part, but also like don't yell at me. Yell at fucking the other company. Yell at Amazon, who sends me 17 different things that I made in one order in 17 different boxes
Man.
with a shitload of fucking plastic in that stuff, and then it's on me. You're giving me the fucking chore that I have to recycle all this bullshit. Why don't you put it in one box, Bezos?
We get these ATI. We have a lot of ATI questions about like if you could travel back in time, what would you do? And I wouldn't invest in Amazon. I would go invest in Big Cardboard. I mean, Big Cardboard has to be killing it.
Bobby Kraft's killing it.
Is that what he is?
That's the. I mean, I don't believe it is anymore, but the Krafts got their money from a cardboard box company.
I mean, cardboard business is booming. I mean, I got cardboard. I got a stack of cardboard in my apartment, mostly because I just forget recycling about 3 months in a row. But I mean, it looks like Christmas every day.
It's
like,
insane.
and all I did is just like order some regular shit off of like the internet, and they all just come in gigantic boxes and multiple boxes, and it's all. I mean, somebody out there is chopping down trees and making cardboard and just laughing like Scrooge fucking
Bro,
McDuck.
I got a Polaroid camera for Christmas, and then got like 10 fucking film because there's only like 10 pictures per
10 boxes?
10 fucking 11 boxes for a camera, and it came all different days and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I get it, but my responsibility should have just gone to a fucking Photoshop store or whatever. But
No, see, this is what I mean. You're giving in. You're giving in because
I'm always giving in. If you yell at me, I give in.
The internet has said things like that to you. The modern internet says, "Oh, you ordered that off of Amazon. Why don't you go to your local photography store?" Like, what even
Because
is that?
Bezos put it out of business.
Where would I even fucking go to get a fucking camera and film? Where would I do that? No, it's on the internet now.
And it's just like, I don't understand why they were on their boxes, but it was just like, I had just stacks of boxes everywhere at all times. It doesn't make any sense. No. And then you know what I hate more than anything? It's probably my least favorite chore, breaking down a box. Because then I got to carry that downstairs and stick it with the other boxes.
That's something I haven't done either.
You don't break down boxes?
I do very, very little.
What does that
What
mean?
I'll usually do is I have one thing is usually a gigantic box, and then I just box it all up.
Okay, I think it's okay.
But like the people who break it all down and like tie it up into a nice little. I mean, I'm
I
not
don't
doing
fucking
that.
tie it. What am I, Tom Sawyer?
That's crazy.
I barely know how to tie a knot.
When you got to do like it's hard. It's hard. Like if you,
What was that?
you know, you
That was
like
like a TikTok dance.
you gotta like you wrap it around this way, and then you wrap it around that way, and then you bow it on the top. It's like it's not easy. It's not easy.
That's
to
what
do.
you have to do at your house?
No. I'm seeing. I don't. Look, again, I don't know what I have to do. All I know is what I do, and it's not that. But I see these people who put it into this nice little fucking compact. I'm like, oh, you got way too much time on your hands.
We can make it pretty messy because the fucking super takes care of it. But it's still pain in the ass to peel that one piece of tape.
I
mean, it doesn't sound like it is, but it is.
What would you rather as a garbage man? I mean, every time you come by my house for recycling, it's empty except for like once every 3 months. It's a fucking shit ton.
Oh, that one for sure.
So yeah, me too. Because I think I put out so much cardboard. I'm like, maybe I should tip them. And I'm like, but they haven't done shit for like 3 months.
Tip them.
I don't know, man.
We're tipping garbage men now.
That's what
How you even tip a garbage man?
The internet bullied me.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing in like suburbs and stuff. You tip your garbage man on like Christmas and like, on the holidays.
Yeah, I tape a 20 to the fucking to the thing.
Okay, I guess you can tape him. I was thinking you got to fucking sit out there and just wait for him at 6 a.m.
No, I tape it, but then sometimes like I don't even know if you got
fucking garbage man makes more than me. Shut up about a tip.
Garbage man is one of those jobs like plumber and garbage man where you're probably chilling.
Well, that's I think that's one like something a sentiment I've heard before is like when teachers told you like if you don't learn this you're gonna be a garbage man one day. What they failed to mention is that garbage man makes double what she's making,
and they retire at like 30.
Yeah.
And they get to ride on the back of the truck, which is cool.
Yeah.
There's a few things that I always thought was cool as a little kid. I thought it was cool. I thought pumping gas was cool for 2 reasons. I just thought it was cool to like have the gun and shit, and then they had a wad of cash on them. This is back when people used to pay. So they would just be like, I was like, damn, gas men are rich. I thought it was awesome to ride on the back of garbage trucks. I was like, I want to do that when I grow up. That's what I'm aiming to be.
It's probably the whole reason why we started like holding onto cars with bicycles. Like this is kind of garbage, man.
Yeah.
You ever think about how crazy it is? All the things we survived.
Oh, by the way,
Like,
I never really actually did that. You did that. I always wanted to do that.
I did. I only ever did on a. No, I'm sure I did on a bike. I did on rollerblades very often.
Yeah. Like a rant. Like your mom was driving the car. Or like you would grab onto a
like
rando?
my mom, my dad more often.
But you wouldn't.
And like we're not going fucking 50 miles an hour.
No,
it's
of
just
course,
like
yeah.
a little
tow.
cruise. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
pretty cool.
It's happened on occasion.
Yeah.
Have you ever melted a skate doing that?
Ever melted a skate?
Yeah,
to it? No.
Like you're going so fast it fucking.
Yeah, we had a kid.
No, I done with that fast. I went like in a parking lot.
We got up to 30 miles per hour
What?
with one kid, and yeah, it was very irresponsible. And the wheel of his skate melted, and he almost fucking ate it.
Wait a minute. Like the wheel from just rolling?
Yeah, the rubber wheel got like very hot and
Holy
like
shit.
melted down.
I was thinking like the stopper thing would make sense, but like the wheels are supposed to just roll.
Well, you can't be doing that with a stopper.
No,
you gotta be more
fucking-
experienced than a stopper guy with that. That's like you're right with fucking
But
training wheels.
But wheels are supposed to roll. They're not supposed to just disappear.
But they get like rollerblade wheels because like
There's
you said,
enough friction.
They get like angled. And
Oh,
they
yeah.
like, you have to like
rotate them around. Yeah. I mean, I used to have ones that were like a trapezoid. I was like, I'm about like 18 months late on rotating these bad boys. I think they're done. Man, absolutely nothing better than a freshly paved road with rollerblades.
Look at you.
Ugh, that feeling.
My
was
dad used to
great.
like chase those down like they were a wave.
Yeah.
Like, he'd like check like around the city like
oh,
which
I
is
saw
not
some
paved.
tar. Yeah. I smell some tar in the air. Let's go find it.
You'd call up like the city planner. Like,
man,
what
that
roads
was
are getting retarded this week?
Yes.
All right, let's roll
Dude.
my blade.
Honestly, that's one of those things where I say like life was best when you were just like Little League baseball, riding bikes, maybe jerking off and finding freshly paved roads to rollerblade.
My
on.
dad was an adult man. He wasn't doing it for me.
Oh,
yeah, no.
he was rollerblading.
Yeah. No, I wasn't invited. I probably would have chipped up the tar a bit.
So your dad was just out there, just like
Still is.
just skating.
Still is. Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
As exercise.
As exercise is fun. He just all he does is exercise. So
yeah.
it is-
He's a boulder. Your dad's a rock.
He loves to skate.
Yeah, and he's just like blades. It's not like he's like breaking out, like he's not playing hockey or anything. He's just blading.
No, just blading.
Just straight
cruising,
blading.
listening to some Rolling Stones.
Is he like geared up or is he just straight
no,
raw?
no. He might wear a helmet.
Did you ever rock the?
I
wrist
definitely
guard
owned
things?
them. My mom tried.
Yeah.
I think it was kind of like a winter jacket in school where like you take that shit off. It's embarrassing to wear.
Yeah, right.
So like I put it on to leave the house and
Right.
then fucking
I never really got those though, because it was like plastic, right?
yeah.
So if you hit, all right, you're like saving your wrist, but aren't you just like sliding then onto the fucking like if you hit with like smooth plastic, aren't you just
I don't know the
isn't your-
science behind
isn't
it.
your teeth just hitting the pavement then?
What you're saying makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I didn't wear them enough to know how I would fall at them, but I feel like those haven't stuck around too much.
Yeah.
And that was one of those things where it's like
I think they're patently. I don't think you can do anything else with your hands.
Yeah.
You know.
Like,
I think once cell phones are invented, I mean, you can't.
the
you know?
knee pads they had everything. I don't think much of that is worn in the rollerblading community anymore. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I haven't kept touch that well.
Man, rollerblading, worst PR in the world.
It's
Truly.
as someone who's rollerbladed recently.
Rollerblading,
I
awesome.
think there still is a video somewhere out there of me. It's
Yeah,
a
you- well-
documentary that made
yeah,
about rollerblading back.
you
Let's
Yeah,
put
you
that
tried
in
to
a live
bring-
show.
Yeah,
That'd be
Yeah.
good to bring back.
he tried to bring rollerblading back in like 2015.
It was-
we were in the new
The
office. and
reason
you-
I stopped doing it is because it was incredibly dangerous. I would because I would rollerblade
Yeah.
home every day in headphones and drunk. And I was like, I am going to fucking get hit by a car.
You know what's a very funny thing to think of? The intersecting Venn diagram of drunk people and rollerbladers. I bet it's a small overlap, but like a passionate one, you know? Because you're either like a little kid rollerblading, or if you're rollerblading as an adult, you're probably not going out partying and drinking much. But then there's that rare unicorn
Just me.
who's sauced up.
sitting there slipping at a red light.
I would love to see drunk Feidelberg just stumbling around this city,
That
pinballing.
was like the height of like when we go to the Smith every day after work. I'd
Yeah.
go and I'd have like 2 or 3 old fashions. I'd head home.
You're not drunk, but you're like,
But-
ooh, I'm feeling
but I
good.
shouldn't be fucking rollerblading with fucking
And you got
headphones in
on,
New York
you
City.
can't hear shit. You got people
They
laying
were-
on their horn like, hey, you fucking drunk asshole, out of the way. And you're just like, what? Nothing.
And I got cheap rollerblades because I think it was just for the skit we did. And so Spider, I was like, told Spider like, get me a pair of rollerblades. So these are ones with like the fucking stopper on them.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of like coming up to lights, like I can get there. Oh, no.
Yeah, you had to spin around.
Start
The spin around. Yep.
And they were like really shitty fucking rollerblades. So like my ankles would bend in. It was
Yeah.
all uphill too.
Yeah.
It was a
Sounds awful.
I'd get home and
Yo,
just pass out from
that's
exhaustion
slight-
and drunkenness.
There's like a slight incline if you're going uptown on like Park Avenue.
Yeah,
like
exactly
that.
where it
And
was.
it's like, it doesn't look like a hill. But
But
all of a
it's
sudden you're
fucking-
kind of gassed.
For fucking 13 blocks straight, just like
Slowly.
it's not a hill, but
It's
it's
tricking you.
It's
Yeah.
like, this is not as easy as I thought it was gonna be.
Did you ever
I wouldn't push once on the way to work.
Yeah, that's-
when I'm feeling good in the morning. I'm like, all right, refresh,
I can do
shower.
it.
This is nice, just a nice little glide, and then coming home
look like Jim
disheveled
Halpert,
and
just-
drunk.
Thank God you were doing that when you were single or not living with anybody. You must have been a treat when you got home. Did you ever have like K2 rollerblades, like
Oh, yeah.
the trick kinds? Were you like grinding and shit?
Yeah, because I wanted to hang out at the skate park because that's
Yeah.
where kids smoked. And I didn't want to smoke. I just want to hang out with kids who did smoke.
Right.
And I couldn't skateboard. Tried to ollie once. Didn't
Dude,
work out.
Isn't that funny? Skateboarding, I think, is like you're either a skater. It's like being a boxer. It's like you can be an athlete and not a skateboarder. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like you can be an athlete and suck at fighting too. It's like you might be incredible at whatever sport you play. You hop on a skateboard. If it's like foreign to you, you look like you've never played a sport in your life.
I
You
mean,
look
I
like you
still
don't-
try it around here with Hanks and shit like that. I can't
Dude,
do anything.
I hop on. I just like stand on Hanks and I'm like, oop, nope,
Yeah.
nope. My body knows. Like
Dan
we
went
are
down
not- yeah.
like Friday.
Yeah, and
Thursday,
he
something
did
like
the old like cartoon where he fell and he like kicked it out, so it
Yeah.
like smashed into a desk leg. I mean, that's one thing. If I could go back, and it's not like at the top of my list, but it would be somewhere on my list, is like I wish I could do some extreme sports things.
That's why I couldn't. I had those. I actually had Solomon's, but the actually
Did
I
you have the ones that
K2s.
had like the baby wheels in the middle, so you could grind? Like there was two main
like,
wheels.
It wasn't like yeah. There were no
either.
wheels. Though.
There was
Two
no wheels
wheels,
in the
and then
middle?
it was just like a little.
Okay, I thought
hood
there was
kinda.
like two. Okay,
No.
but yeah, that was what you would grind on.
Yeah, couldn't grind.
I mean, I don't think I even tried, but I watched these kids that were doing. I think it was called a Unity when you cross your legs.
Yeah.
They were sitting there waxing up the curb, and they were doing. And
I
was
had
just like,
all that shit. Didn't know how to use any of it.
I would just hang around them,
Right.
which is equally fine. At least in the park, it was like, you go there to like smoke cigarettes, like sneak some beer, and fucking if you wanted to skate,
Yeah.
It wasn't like I was
Look
just
at a porn
sitting.
mag or two.
Yeah. Like there was other things going on, but I never even considered doing that.
Yell at a mom and her child real quick just to fucking prove you belong.
Skate park.
Holding hands with mommy, you little fucking pussy. I go back
Go
to
home
not
your
knowing how
mom.
to fucking grind.
I didn't even have skates on, man. Shit. Yeah, but I feel, and then like we went through like the BMX bike phase where I had like a mongoose where I could like
Had pegs on them, front and back. Didn't
couldn't
know
do
how to
it.
use 'em. Didn't know how to use 'em.
Right.
Ah, Matt Hoffman had it though, so I had to.
Could you bunny hop?
No, I couldn't fucking
No.
bunny hop.
I mean,
I could
had
get
kids-
up. If I was riding with my friends, I could get back onto the sidewalk just with the front wheel.
and then boom on the back. That's not a trick. That's just while riding your bike. I had pegs. I could stand on the back, and I could hold the seat, and I could do like a little handlebar spin.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like you stand on the back pegs.
Okay.
The seat had like a little handle on the dick part
Yeah,
of it,
yeah.
And then I had like the handlebars I could spin, and I could like spin the handlebar around.
That's pretty impressive.
I thought that was pretty
Okay.
good. I topped out at that though.
That's
But I
quite
mean,
good.
the people who could like get their bike up, like decent, like high off the fucking ground and get on a rail or a.
You ever seen the videos of the people who like bounces like on one, like they all just do
Yes.
no ground tricks?
Yes. I mean, that's insane. That's
Most
insane.
impressive stuff I've ever
And those
seen.
bikes are like made to be light, but they're still pretty heavy to like get off the ground. And then I remember like there were some kids who could do tricks, and I was kind of like on the outside looking in. And I remember being like, "Yo, I don't want to be like a poser. Like I like fucking around, but I'm not really, And they were like, "Well, you could do like two things. You could like do the tricks, or you could go off of like jumps. You could do like aerial shit." And there was like this one spot on a playground that had a decently high curb. That was just it was almost like a little mini cliff, like very, I don't know, 4 feet, something like that. And I used to like go off of that. And I was like, oh yeah. So I do like aerial stuff, And then they were like, all right, like come with us, like, and there was this like path in the woods that led to a fucking like a jump, like a fucking, it looked like a gigantic X Games ramp. And they were like, yeah, no, this is what you were talking about, right? And I was like, no, not even close. I was like, it was so big. I was like, I'm not even going to attempt this one at all. I do remember one time I fell down a flight of stairs like 5 times in a row. I was riding my bike down the steps, and I tried. There was a elementary school nearby that had 3 flights of steps, and I was like, I'm gonna ride down all 3 of these. I was by my fucking self, and I just did it until I did it for just the ability to say that I did it. And I must have fallen down these fucking steps like 100 times. But nobody was even there to see it, John.
Why did you keep trying?
For the fucking love of the game, bro. Because I wanted to be extreme.
Dude, there was
I wanted
one.
to be extreme.
There
dude.
was one-
I wanted to meet Sal Masakila one day at the X Games.
There was one time
Assholes.
I actually pissed blood. Like after I like not like a straight red stream,
Right,
but like
there was some in there.
It was like trying to go off like one of those like jumps we made where it was like 3 fucking logs on top with a fucking
Yeah.
piece of plywood. Fucking thing spit me out because it would like bend down and, and I landed right on a mongoose, and I was just like I started like, and everyone's like, "Who the fuck's wrong?" I was like, "I gotta go to the bathroom." And it just pissed blood, dude. Never went to a doctor. Never checked. Never got a follow up on that. I think I was embarrassed to tell my mom. So I just went home with a fucking ball the size of a clementine. Pissed blood till I turned 13. First time I came, it was a fucking clot. First time I came, I thought I was menstruating.
Mom, Dad, I got my period. Oh man. I would absolutely not say something either. If I did, I did that to myself. If I had to be like, Dad, I'm pissing blood. Like, why? Because I fucking broke my dick on my mom who's trying to be cool.
Girl living here. He's like, no, I was trying to do a fucking Superman.
Oh fuck, man!
Yeah,
that's great.
Then there's another time I went to. I forget what it was called. It was in a Tony Hawk video game. It was like Skate Heaven, I think, in Providence or in Rhode Island. And it was like, we're like, oh, we're gonna go check out the half pipe. It was a fucking real half pipe. Like it was just like, and I, me being the asshole I am, I was like, I'll do it. I climbed up there. I was like, boy, they called me on this one. Like,
yo, half pipes are.
It was an X Games half pipe.
It's like even just going down the half pipe. Don't have to do any tricks. Just go up and down it. When you have to like stand there on a skateboard even and just tip all the way forward, hell no, I can't do that.
I couldn't do the half pipe that I was taller than at the skate park in my hometown.
Hell no.
And I was like, let's go check out the big boy.
Yeah.
And I got up there and boys at a masculine, he'd be like, anyway, where the stairs down?
Yeah.
Because not doing
Can you
this.
carry my bike down for me?
I thought my friends were going to tell me it was crazy. They didn't. So, I went full like 2 salams with it. I was like, all right, let's do it.
Oh man, that's great.
Walked my ass right back down.
I have a scar. It's kind of faded now because that was so
that
young.
is also very, very emasculating to be like, first of all, to ask me like, how do we get down if I don't want to do this?
Right.
And then walking down the stairs as like real skaters are coming up. And you're just like,
yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, like there's no down. Nobody goes down these stairs. You know.
I was like 9, and then
Yeah.
probably like fucking pussy.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, my board broke or something like that.
Yeah.
My skates not malfunction, you know.
Yeah, I just threw the thing. Forgot my board.
Oh shit, I forgot. Forgot to bring my skateboard to the half pipe. My bad, dude. My bad. I have a scar in my right calf. I went off a fucking like dirt ramp, and I fell, and the gear wheel, like those teeth, like dug into my. So it's like I have like a fucking like 5 little chunks of skin that got taken out of my.
Still?
Butt. It's like very, very faint now, but it's. Yeah, I mean,
Still, 30 years ago.
Yeah, right. It was like a long time ago. Yeah, the X Games life was just not for me.
No, I wanted to be
was
so
not the
badly.
one.
In fact, I actually saw there's a question on Reddit the other day that was if you could you got $1 million, but you have to go live in a video game for a year.
Ooh.
Could you do it? I was like, yeah, catch me on Venice Beach doing fucking ollies.
Yeah.
Easy peasy. You have to go be Snake in fucking Metal Gear Solid? Nah, probably not gonna do that one.
Heavens,
If I can go hang out on the beach and break my elbow a couple of times, I can handle that.
What would be your number one?
That's it. I mean, it's the only video game I know.
Mm.
I still play that a little bit. Haven't gotten out of practice mode on Xbox yet, but I'm like, where's this last box? Where is the E in Skate? I can't find it. I'm jumping everywhere. This happened last night. I try it all the time. I just can't fucking beat the opening level.
What game would you be in, Nick? I'm trying to think of one that, just doesn't have any bad guys who are always trying to kill you. Like you could live in Grand Theft Auto and just, not do anything illegal. Just go hang out with hookers and stuff.
Chill on the couch. Get high.
Right. And then that's just
whole
called
level.
life. That's just called living
I think
life.
we're in that right now.
Yeah. This is just GTA 5 or whatever, New York City.
We're all too pussies to go get stars.
Yeah, I mean, was there anything better than just a 5-star chase? I mean, nothing. When they say...
You know what's crazy about that game, though? Is like, a lot of times when I wasn't trying to get a 5-star, I was just trying to drive well.
Yeah.
Like, I was like,
there were times where I was just like, I'm just going to behave.
Yeah,
You're like, stop at red lights and like let me parallel
I
park.
left my blinker on here.
Yeah.
There we
Yes.
go.
I feel like...
Just kill the hooker. Gotta be cool. 10
and 2. She's dead in the trunk, but that's okay. Don't get pulled over. I feel like, the whole like video games lead to violence thing is bullshit. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's a couple anarchists out there who learn from
Learn how to do it.
Grand Theft Auto, who are throwing sticks of napalm at people that maybe picked up a trick or two from Vice City.
Yeah, I don't think it makes you who you are. It might teach you a lesson too if you want it.
Right.
If your ears are open to the lesson, you can probably learn something.
Right. And then life. Then we became adults, and happiness came in the form of Miller Lite. I don't need anything. I don't need the extreme rush anymore. I don't need to be competing. I don't need any of that. I just need a great taste, less filling Miller Lite. That's the good and the bad about becoming an adult. The
Go
bad
on.
is like you kind of lose like the magic, you know.
Yeah.
And the good is like you don't need the magic. You got Miller Lite.
I got magic in a bottle.
Yeah, right. They put that magic into a can, and so you need like the adrenaline rush when you're a kid. You need to push the limit, and what do I need? I just need, and I have a great taste, less filling. That's only 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12. That's another thing. When you were a kid, did you even know what a fucking carb was? What a calorie was?
Kevin, I still don't.
That's something I never ever even worried about in my life. Now you got to worry about it a little bit.
Calorie is just like food points.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, trying to get a high score every day.
and boy, do I win. Boy, do I succeed. But if you are worried about your calories and your intake, Miller Lite makes it as healthy as possible with that great taste, less filling formula. Brewed in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and like I said, 96 calories and only 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. Plenty of room for you to enjoy Miller Lites. And maybe you got some New Year's resolutions right now. Not going to get in the way. You can always have a couple Miller Lites, and it's not going to derail your diet or your exercise, your workout. And you can always kick back and have a few cold ones with your friends when you're telling stories, having laughs, whether you got a serious story, whether you got a funny one, whether you're just kicking back and spinning yarns. You got Miller Lite to get you through it. So right now for 2021, make sure it's the year of Miller Lite. Go to MillerLite.com/KFC to find delivery options near you. You can have it delivered right to your front door now. Don't have to go to the store. Don't have to go to the bar. Don't have to interact with anybody. It just gets dropped off right at your front step when you go to MillerLite.com/KFC. That's MillerLite.com/KFC. We'll get into our voicemails in a minute. It is no guest January, at least for this episode. So there is no guest today. And of course we got top fives, a very funny top five coming in a minute. But I'm thinking about just quitting the podcast game and just going to become a male model. I'm just gonna go fill in for Armie Hammer. All of the roles he's not going to get anymore because he's a
Armie now.
Yeah, me and Armie. Honestly, I've been covering this enough that we're on a first name basis.
You had to throw in like Hammer.
Hammer.
Like,
Hammer.
I don't mean the Army.
You know, me and my boy Arm. I mean, I've been the Armie Hammer story has consumed me. So yeah, I'm on a first name basis. This shit that keeps coming out about him. I mean, I don't know how we didn't cover this. In 2019, he put up a video on the internet of his son sucking his toes. His son sucked his toes. Like he was deep throating his dad's big toe and second toe. And was like, and the caption said, this has been going on for 7 minutes. And then he said, hashtag like foot fetish on fleek though. And the kid's just like, and he's like, and like, I can kind of attest that like, I mean, not that, I would never do that. But like, I don't know, your kids do some weird shit sometimes that like if in the privacy, like you're sitting there with like their parent, just the parents and you, and it's like, you might not think it's weird because it's, I don't know, just like a dumb kid and you're their parent, whatever. But that you have to know you can't like post those things. And that one kind of, crosses the line, I think. And that was 2019, and we like, I'm like, maybe because Armie Hammer's not that big of a star, but I feel like that's something
he's
Barstool
actually a
made
much
fun of.
smaller star than I thought he was.
Agreed.
If his
I don't know
name
why
wasn't
I
Armie
knew
Hammer,
him.
I wouldn't know who he was.
I feel like he's got a pretty distinct look because he's so fucking good looking.
He's very handsome. He's 6'5" and there's two of them.
Yeah.
That was Frankie on Friday Night Pints. That was
a great line.
One of the highlights of the show.
Two of Frankie's best jokes ever have always been with Armie Hammer. Yeah, that one and the Navy Hammer joke. Frankie and Armie just killing it. So the latest is that Armie Hammer has this private Instagram account, which like he's bragging about beating drug tests and like hiding in the Cayman Islands. Anybody who just like has a place in the Cayman Islands, is doing some illegal shit. Nobody just like has a place in the Caymans.
Yeah, that's true.
The Caymans is like that's where you.
I don't even know where the Cayman Islands are.
No idea.
No, I
It's
mean, I
just
imagine
where
they're
the
in
criminals
Caribbean,
go.
But
yeah, I would think so.
couldn't tell you like the actual. As far as I'm concerned, the only island in the Caribbean is the Bahamas. Well, I guess there are a couple. And then there's
Jamaica.
Then
there's the Saints. There's the St. John's, the
Saints.
St. Joe's,
Okay,
the St. Bart's,
I know
and
a lot of
St.
the islands. Never mind.
But you could throw out a name like there might be a St. Mike's. I don't know.
Nah, no St. Mike's.
Maybe. Did you know there was
St. Bart, St. John, St. Thomas?
Did you know there was a little Saint whatever for I feel like there's some islands.
Yeah,
out there
I did. I've told that story.
Yeah, you did know that.
Yeah, they were like, that's where the American pedophile lives.
Right.
It's like, okay. Sure.
Worst kept secret.
Not going to ask any questions about that.
Nope. Keep it moving.
Why don't we go fish?
Yeah. Go fish. But yeah, Caymans I feel like is where you hide a lot of your money because there's like tax shelters and shit. And that's where Armie Hammer's got to go hide out because he's never going to get a job ever again. And I will just fill in for him. I will just do all the movie roles now. Because
That
I have
look like
something
Armie.
to say here.
I look like Armie
before
Hammer.
Zach gets in. I don't really disagree with it.
Should I just pull around here?
Yeah.
that might
I mean, here's the thing. There's a take floating around the internet now of people saying that I look like Armie Hammer. Before Zach goes fucking crazy because he wants to bang Armie Hammer, and now that means that he kind of wants to bang me. That's why he's uncomfortable because he's like, wait a minute, now I kind of have to bang Kevin. So I just wanted on the record that I never once have said this. I don't even know if I agree with it, but everyone else is saying it.
Okay, first
So
of all,
I'm running with it, but I didn't say this.
Unbelievable spin zone.
It's not a spin zone.
No,
I have never said
now,
this.
Now you're already backtracking, just being like, "Oh yeah, no, I never
not
said this."
backtracking. I just wanted on the
tweeted-
record. No. I just wanted on the record that I would never run around being like, "Yo, I look like Armie Hammer." I'm just saying that's for other people to say, and they happen to be saying it.
I got a text from a friend from home who obviously follows Barstool and follows like you guys, me, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Yeah, so Kevin just like keeps tweeting at you, like just like."
Well,
that
yeah,
people
now I'm
just
gonna do
agree."
that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
now
well,
that I'm getting tons and tons of support for the take, yeah.
I mean, it's for you to say that you don't believe that now is just.
I
crazy, man.
actually don't.
Also,
but
the
I will
fact-
take it.
So you think other people actually think you look like Kelly Keegs was
I mean, yeah.
Kelly
Yeah.
Keegs was willing to bang this man after he
I
came
know.
out as a
Yeah.
cannibal,
Yeah.
by the way.
I know, which is crazy because it's like that's why I'm calling bullshit on Kelly because it's like if I said all these things, she would be like, "You're fucking weird. You're gross." So it's just Armie Hammer and how he looks. I don't think I look like that, but other people do, Zach. Other people do. Yes,
Yeah.
Jackie.
Please.
Jackie.
I'm not gonna make my personal, but I have 7 roommates.
Uh-huh.
I asked all of them. Zach, I'm sorry.
This is
I
absolutely-
thought that was going the other direction for sure.
This looks a little bit like
I
Kevin.
mean, come on. It's just like, first of all, he's a good-looking guy, but he's just like
can
kind of a
find,
white
like,
guy. You know what I
can find
mean?
literally, I was gonna say you can just find like random white guys, just be like, "Oh yeah, maybe he looks like Kevin Clancy."
Well, by the way, that
one
maybe that
picture-
means that you guys are putting Armie Hammer too high on a fucking pedestal. He just kind of looks like an average white guy who's good looking, but it's not like he's some like
he just
exotic looking
looks like
handsome
an average
guy.
white guy who's good looking, so he's not an
Yes.
average white guy. He's a
No,
good looking white guy.
but I mean, like there are guys who are like tall, dark, and handsome who have like dark skin and
He's
light eyes.
He
and,
is. I mean, he's like a sex icon.
Yeah,
Basically.
I know.
Like, so you're
Yeah, hey, Zach.
don't try
Hey,
to-
Zach.
Yeah.
I know.
No, I do.
I mean, what do you want from me? A bunch of people tweeted it. She paneled 7 girls who the majority said it does.
What was the number?
Like out of 7.
Like how?
7 out of 7.
Holy!
I mean, he agrees. She
right,
agrees.
well, I
all
have-
them agree, and everyone on Twitter agrees.
Okay,
it's
well,
just a thing, Zach. I'm sorry.
I also have that friend that texted me said also, yeah, Kevin's crazy. It doesn't
all right,
look
so
like-
you got
there
one.
you go.
I got a lot more. So start
Oh
doing
my
more
God.
polling, Zach.
Zach, the pictures that you sent in the group chat were the ones that looked most like.
Yes,
like,
that's what I said. I was
you
like, he's doing a
could've
terrible job about this.
No chance.
I can find other Armie Hammer pictures
I
where he
see.
looks way
I
better than me.
honestly-
You were sending the ones where he just looks
I-
like a white dad.
I honestly don't remember which pictures I sent, but that.
They were the ones that I'm
I
like,
mean-
I could probably look like that right now if I really put some work into it.
I mean, that's crazy town. Just because, all right, I'm like a skinny white dude. Like, what do I look like, Timothy Chalamet? Like, that's just not the
well,
like.
you know, you're kind of on the right track though. Yeah, it's like he's a fucking.
I mean, if I look like
he's
Timothy, all right, I'll say if you say I look like Timothy Chalamet, then I will say you look like Armie Hammer.
You look like Timothy Chalamet.
That's
Let's
fine.
go, baby.
That's,
there we
I mean,
go.
That's fine.
We're pumping each other up
Well,
here.
I mean, now,
But you
well, I
didn't,
mean,
like-
now there's a little bit of
Because the
weird
only
shit,
thing,
but yeah.
because all
It's a little bit weird now. Call me by your name, but that's fine. It's a little.
all white guys do
That's-
typically look alike-ish. It just comes down to hair. So if
Yeah.
you had the longer Chalamet hair,
if you have
he's
hair,
got Armie Hammer
we have
hair.
the same hair and we have the same color eyes. Like we're gonna be white guys who look alike. You're just
That's
you're just
the only-
confused right now because you think that guy's super fucking hot,
The fact-
and you don't think I'm hot. But now you're like, wait a minute, maybe I do. That's what's going on here, Zach. I know exactly. I know where you're at. I know where you're at. It's a weird one.
I mean, there's no. Okay. No. First of all, that's just absolutely not.
This is like when YP found out that his sister looks exactly like his favorite porn star. Remember that? He didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to do. He was like, fuck.
That was there were a lot of whispers in the office that day, like, hey, just so we're clear, that's
Stunning.
not Lana Rose.
Stunning revelation. She walked in and people were like, what is happening? Yeah, I mean, again, it's not my take. It's just the internet.
So, but do you think you look like Armie Hammer? That's
I
my
think
vote.
in the general sense of the word, yes.
So you,
but no.
so again,
No,
you're saying-
yeah, listen,
you're
that's the
saying-
beauty of this, Zach. Other people say it for me. I don't have to say it.
No, but like,
I also
you're-
do you
sent me
know
like
how-
you sent me like
Zach,
17 tweets
Zach,
this weekend.
Well,
Now you're trying to
17
be
people
like-
tweeted it. This is my solemn promise to you. Anyone on the internet who tweets that I look like Armie Hammer, I will retweet it and send it to you.
I mean, well-
do you know how low of an opinion I hold of myself, Zach? Of
Correct.
course I don't
This is
think I
what-
look like Armie Hammer.
No, that's my
I'm
number
gonna be the
one
last
take.
person on earth that thinks I look like Armie Hammer.
Kevin.
It's other people that might think that don't have a fucking horrific viewpoint of me that might think that.
Kevin, this is what I was saying. That I tweeted this. That I've always followed you guys because I feel like you pretty average guys. I feel
Yes.
like also very low opinions of yourself. No
Yes.
offense.
Uh-huh.
No, not taken.
And yet you're tweeting me pictures of a literal sex
Other
icon
people
and just
are
being like,
saying
No,
it.
but
Wait,
that-
when did he become was the sex icon status? Was that
maybe it's just
with
because,
the cannibalism?
I mean, maybe it's just well,
Because like
maybe it's just
I never
maybe
thought
it's
of
just
Armie Hammer as
because
a sex con 2 weeks ago.
I mean, maybe it's just
Sex
because
icon.
I'm very attracted to Armie Hammer.
That's what's going on here.
But like,
That's
that's
the problem.
different. But that's like that. But
That's
also
all that's
no, I
happening.
feel like that he. I mean,
All I'm doing is
he has, like,
retweeting other
the-
tweets of people. Retweet does not equal endorsement.
maybe it's just. I mean, he is like the gay movie of all time. Being absolute, every like gay person loves Armie.
I
Hammer.
mean,
well,
I-
loved. I'll put that in. But it's
Maybe the gays
questionable.
love me too.
No, I mean, okay, all right, Kevin. I will.
That's the other thing is
No.
if I was like a movie, if I could put a little work into myself, I'd probably look even more like him, Zach.
Oh yeah, if I also developed like a 6-pack and like.
Well,
just
yeah, that's all he's got
absolutely
on me. He's just got
jacked,
the
I'd
body
look-
on me.
Yeah, I'd
The rest-
also.
Kevin's got a sense of
I'd
humor,
also
so.
be hot.
Also, don't eat people.
Yeah.
Well,
I honestly,
that might bring you down a bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, I mean,
I would think right now I am a better catch than Armie Hammer. Think about it. Think about it. By the way, and that's not being
silence there
cocky.
was
That's the bar's extremely low. The man is
I
a
was gonna- I was
sociopathic
gonna-
cannibal.
I was
I'm
gonna
not
say,
saying anything too outlandish here.
the fact
He's
that-
like his family is estranged from him. Like they won't let him around his kids. He's a drug addict. He might be schizophrenic. I'm not saying anything too crazy
Kevin, I think
outlandish
I have a
here.
better catch than Charles Manson.
Yeah,
exactly.
and
Oh,
like,
hang on.
ah,
Hang on a second.
yeah,
That- the silence was deafening, where I was comparing myself to an actual, like, soon-to-be outcast
Yeah,
member
I
of
was
society.
I was gonna say now I feel a little bad. Now I feel like this silence was
It's a little
maybe
too.
a little,
well,
yeah, a little too long.
no. I'll tell you what. The whole thing's been offensive. Like we were we were sending tweets. We were sending tweets back and forth in the group chat, and then Zach went. He was like, "This is fucking ridiculous," and anyone who thinks this is mentally ill. I was like, "Well, okay."
You
hang
do.
on.
You have a literal
I don't-
mental. You have a mental deficiency.
Yeah, mental
Kevin Clancy.
deficiency. I was
If
like,
you
again,
think Kevin
I'm
Clancy
not
looks
agreeing
like
with this,
Armie
but
Hammer.
boy, for people who do, this is a bit of a harsh take.
That's when I said, like, let's hold off.
Yeah.
Because, like,
I was
that's going
like, I'm not
hard.
even kidding. The first time I saw these, I was getting actually angry.
Yeah,
I
well,
was like,
you know.
this is ridiculous.
I would be.
Who do you think? I mean, Armie Hammer is still getting more like girls sliding in his DMs. Than
Yeah, no doubt. But
and
I
he's
mean,
a cannibal. This is what we're talking about.
well, right. But I'm just saying that he like for a normal, well-adjusted person, I would probably be a better relationship than him.
Well, yeah, because he eats people, Kevin.
Again, that's why I'm not
but-
saying anything too outlandish.
But that. All right, whatever. I don't.
I'm gonna take that as dope.
I was gonna say,
I mean, that's
Zach's first trip into the Thunderdome, not going great.
But we're talking about looks here.
Kevin's about to
we're
call
not-
his therapist and be like, "Guess what?
That's because-
You're doing good, babe."
Yeah. tell me something that good that happened this week. Well, I dismembered Zach.
That's you're moving. You're just moving.
I'm
the
not.
goalposts.
I mean,
Like, this is
again,
just- you
the
say you look
goalpost
like
started when other people compared his looks to me.
Yes, and then
So that's the
immediately
baseline
you took
here.
this on as like I look like Armie, like in
Yes,
your brain.
of course.
So there you go. You just said it.
Well,
you think
yes.
you look like Armie Hammer.
Listen,
Which
again,
is absolutely-
I am very happy that people think I look like Armie Hammer. That's what I am.
yeah,
Do I think it?
no,
No,
but
I think I look like disgusting. I think I'm the worst thing to ever happen. But that's because of my mental deficiency. So when other people say it, I've just seen more people saying that than the opposite. I just haven't seen anybody being like, you know what, he really doesn't.
Because I mean, no one's gonna. All right.
Oh yeah, no one's ever gonna be mean to me on the internet, Zach. No one's ever gonna say things about my looks on the internet, Zach.
That's fair.
Get out of here!
That's fair.
Get out of here!
Kevin-
We're doing top five.
No one's ever gonna say anything mean. Kevin's number one lookalike before this was Tom Brady's retarded brother.
Yeah.
I'm done with it.
Usually doesn't go that well for me, Zach. Let me have my one moment in the sun.
I'm no longer working with the show.
All right, we're gonna do top fives today, which are inspired by a very funny story, one that I don't think anybody saw coming. Top five today is brought to you by HelloFresh. Now,
Woo, mama.
HelloFresh is.
Can I tell you what happened for dinner tonight, real quick?
Always.
Hello.
My highlight of the week is John telling me what's on the HelloFresh menu.
Okay, so tonight I'm gonna pull up my full menu, but tonight I already know what I'm having. Sorry, I just had to pop up there. Tonight I know I'm having duck l'orange.
What? Duck?
Yeah. Yeah. And I've had it before from HelloFresh, and it's fucking fire.
See, people don't think about that. I think you think when you're getting these like things sent to your house that you're just gonna get like grilled chicken and rice. You're not thinking that you're gonna get duck. You're not thinking you're gonna get like exotic food from all over the world. That's what HelloFresh is doing.
Duck l'orange with duck fat mashed potatoes and arugula almond salad. That's what I'm having tonight.
I mean, I'll tell you this right now. That would be the best meal I've ever had.
Yeah, and honestly, because they make it so easy, it's fucking so easy.
Yeah.
Like because
HelloFresh, there's your new
well,
tag.
that's like in Ted Lasso, which is an
I haven't seen it yet. I know, I saw you guys
show.
praising it, yeah.
But he has a great line, and he says this once, like, now the only way to do it well is to do it well.
Mm-hmm.
And but anyway, tomorrow night I'm gonna have chicken ramen in a shoyu style broth. Now I will say this: the ramen is harder to make than you think. You got a lot of sauces and stuff to make. It takes about 45 minutes, a little bit longer, but I've made it before, and it's my favorite ramen I've ever had. And then Wednesday night, fucking inauguration night, we're gonna hitting the bavette steak with bavette steak and roasted garlic pan sauce with mashed potatoes and asparagus. That's what's on the menu at the Feidelberg household this week.
Damn.
Yeah. And
Nice.
I cannot stress enough I cannot stress enough, one, that I fucking pay to advertise for this company. Two,
I can't stress enough that you say that every week and they still just won't hook you up.
No, I'm trying, Kevin.
We're laying it on pretty thick, HelloFresh.
pretty thick. Let me get a free week, please.
The best is John can't even use the promo code. It's like he already used it once. So he's paying full price every week.
And guess what? The promo code right now is so much better than it was when I used it. I used it. I had like a free.
You got like one free meal.
I had one free. No, it was one free week. Right now with 10 KFC, it's 10 free meals. Guess what? The meals are in double portions, so you have 20 free meals. You're eating for free for like a
weeks.
month.
Yeah.
Like you're eating dinner for free for like a month. Except for the nights you go.
It's HelloFresh.com/10KFC and use code 10KFC at checkout.
10 free meals, which are double portion. That's 20 meals. If you're living alone, that's at least 2 weeks of eating. It's crazy.
It's insane. It's insane how good it is.
And it's like quality food. And I mean, you guys know how dumb John is, and he can follow the instructions, look at the recipe card, and make it well.
It is very quality food. In fact, when I went home for like hard lockdown, I just had it all shipped to my house instead of into New York. And my mom was like shocked.
She started
She's
doing
like,
it,
this
right?
is. Excuse me.
That's a good test too. Is like I remember at one point thinking like this is great for like the single guy who lives on his own, and it's like, and then you start eating, and you're like, I think this would be good for like a family. This is good for like moms who cook every night and like know recipes and shit. And they're like, no, this is good.
She was like, oh,
and
these are good
so much
sauces.
easier. Right.
Oh, these are good
quality
like
meat,
vinegars. This
good accessories.
She was like checking all the fucking where everything comes from. She's like, this is all like really good stuff. And it's fucking. I've never cooked it for someone who was like, this isn't amazing. Not like someone who like didn't like it.
Right.
Someone who like was like
speak
holy
up,
shit,
like, oh my
this
God.
is incredible. And then basically everyone I cook it for goes and gets it themselves.
HelloFresh.com/10KFC and use code 10KFC. Get those 10 free meals, including free shipping. And it's America's #1 meal kit, and you can get it today right now. Once again, it's HelloFresh.com/10KFC, code 10KFC for 10 free meals. Okay, so today's top 5, comes to you courtesy of the Backstreet Boys. Brian from the Backstreet Boys. Jackie, who's the hottest Backstreet Boy? Do you even know who the Backstreet Boys are? Jackie doesn't even know who the Backstreet Boys are. Do you know their songs?
Who was like your first boy band?
One Direction.
Oh my God!
No, One Direction.
What about the Jonas Brothers?
Wait, One Direction was like 10 years ago. You weren't like into
Yeah.
boy bands in like elementary school?
She was in elementary school 10 years ago, dude.
You were in elementary school 10 years ago?
Wait,
She
no,
was like
Aren't
12.
you like 21?
I don't know. This is a lot of math. I don't know.
How old are you right now?
21.
Yeah, she was 11.
Yeah, 10. Yeah.
She's
I feel like I was into boy bands like before, like third grade. How old was I in third grade? Like 6, 7?
third, you're like 8. So yeah, I mean, like she was
But
probably
I
like-
would have been
wasn't
6 or
like
7.
any
probably
I'm
like
fucking smart.
You got him, John.
Because I was
Marty
fucking skipping grades, bitch.
She was
Not
probably
even
like in
skipping
fifth
grades.
grade.
They just didn't make me do kindergarten again. It was like
Not making you
no,
repeat is a badge of honor.
It was preschool, and like
Yeah.
it was a preschool, like everyone had to repeat. And they were
Yeah.
like he can just go, he's good. So I skipped the second time of doing blocks for an hour.
God.
One
One Direction is so recent. So you don't. Do you
I remember
even know Backstreet
I
Boys
was on the
songs?
Blackout
You don't know
tour.
I Want It That Way?
No, well, I know that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I can't like pick them out of a crowd, or I can't.
Yeah. Well, they are an interesting
Do you know
one.
what I was about to say there? I was on the Blackout tour when One Direction started.
John, you were doing drugs and having sex with strangers, and she was like just being introduced to the world of music. That was like the first music she ever heard that wasn't like her parents' CD.
I vividly remember being in the back of the Chevy Silverado with like the
Avalanche, right?
The Avalanche. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Yes,
yeah.
the Avalanche. And we had like one of those like Wi-Fi hotspots, and I was just in the back on my laptop, banging out to "That's What Makes You Beautiful." I was like, "Yo, have you guys heard this new boy band?" Like, and that's what makes you beautiful. Why do you light
Man.
up my life like
They
nobody
became
else?
bigger than I remember thinking like this is just like a new like cobbled together boy band. But then Harry Styles kind of he's like the Timberlake of that group. Like,
Yeah.
they're legit. But that's the thing about Backstreet Boys is there's not really one standout. It was like kind of Nick Carter for a minute.
Yeah, it was Nick.
But not really, like he never like had a solo album that anybody cared about. And then the back end, they are.
He did have a solo album.
trash.
I remember I had it because his name was Nick, so I was naturally
Oh,
like,
of course.
Yep, guy's
Gotta
the best
support.
one.
The
And,
Knicks
yeah,
meeting.
trash.
We gotta, trash. The thing about Backstreet Boys is they are very bottom heavy. Like they got a bunch of bums.
No, but I think all their bums are cool. Like,
yeah?
yeah. I think it's like AJ.
Like they're like cool guys. Well, AJ used to party.
AJ was cool. I think Chris Kirkpatrick. No, he's
That's insane.
What's his name? Kevin.
Howie. There's Kevin. Howie. Kevin is like the tall.
Howie. I think he was like the dad. He like the old dude. I think Howie's like a cool dude.
Yeah. So Brian, who I guess was kind of, I don't know. Nick was the pretty boy, but then I think Brian was like number 2. Apparently, Brian is heavy into QAnon to the point that it has like fractured the Backstreet Boys, which I would say, by the way, you just cut him out. Be like, well, the Backstreet Boys now has 4 members, and we cut out the QAnon lunatic, and we can still, the show must go on.
Yeah.
It's not like
I mean, they're selling out fucking stadiums with New Kids on the Block.
big money. Are they still doing that?
I mean, they were before the pandemic. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
been going on for a long
No,
time,
they did.
huh?
Yo, they did like Fenway like 2 years ago.
I was gonna say they've been doing that for years.
Yeah.
NKOTBSB was a
Yeah,
fucking.
right.
They had that one song about "Don't Turn Out the Lights" or something with the lights. That's fucking heat,
Dude, the fucking
That's not on Spotify.
the
by
first
the way. I don't know
New
what
Kids
fuck
on the
that's
Block song that came back right after with Artemis from Sunny.
about. What?
Yeah.
I don't think
Wait,
I know
all right,
this.
Ham, we're gonna pause the show real quick. Nick, can you just play that music video? Because this thing is fire. Like I'm dead serious. We're gonna watch the full thing. It's fire.
With Artemis.
Yeah.
All right, before we get into our next segment, if you have ADD, you probably do. You probably have no attention span. You have probably no ability to retain information for hours on end, and you just want quick, digestible clips that are funny. Head over to the KFC Radio Clips page. You can watch funny little quick hitters. You don't have to dedicate much time to it. Click over there, subscribe, leave a comment, hit the bell, and laugh.
I don't know if what I was doing translated. I was getting distracted and just like looking around at other stuff.
I like it.
There it is.
I was just like kind of staring.
That's probably gonna be funny. Dude, good for fucking New Kids on the Block.
It's a fire song, right?
Yeah, and like, but it's like the right kind of song. Like they didn't like try to keep up totally with like new age pop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it fits right. But yeah, I mean, if you were the other 3 members, you're not. They could just cycle in 3 other guys. I bet people wouldn't even notice. It's just Joey McIntyre, I think, and Donnie
Joey
Wahlberg.
McIntyre.
That's it. Donnie Wahlberg's got big money, dude. He's got long money.
Really?
Yeah, he like because I think he like produces a lot of shit and he's on Blue Blood, so he like does it all. I think he's got like tens of millions of dollars. I think he's got like $50 million, something crazy like that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's
That's a
big,
lot.
big money. My Caitlin's brother is his driver. Like he just drives him around from set to set on Blue Bloods. But like usually a lot of people are kind of like bougie and fancy. They like to be driven around. And he like drives around in a van. And he just like hangs out. He's like a cool
I like
dude.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He's like a normal guy. He was just like, yeah, I happen. Which is even funnier because I think like boy band guys is a little bit like floofy. You know what I mean? And he's just like a regular ass cat.
Well, he's
And-
from Dorchester.
Right, that's what I mean.
Like,
And
and
then-
Dorchester, it's hard. Even I would guess Mark Wahlberg, as strange as he is with his like schedules and
Yeah.
all that stuff. Like, I would guess he's a pretty fucking regular guy.
That's what I mean.
It takes a lot to
then-
beat that out of you.
Right.
Like a
And, you
Dorchester
know,
upbringing.
He beat everybody else out.
Yeah.
But even like I could see him being like kind of almost like, hard, but being like, yeah, I don't know, like bitches love when I sing. So I just do like this dance pop music. I make fucking money, All right, so the Backstreet Boys fractured apart because Brian is a QAnon conspiracy truther lunatic.
So I imagine most QAnon lunacy started, he was a Trump guy in 2017. TMZ asked him if he'd be a good president, and Brian said, "I have faith in the system. I have faith in his character, his beliefs, and his balls." Let's put it that way. Could have just said yes. But the
It's also like those are the three things that I would not say.
Yeah.
But okay, go off.
He also said Hollywood needs to chill out. We're talking about the commander in chief. We're talking about respect. Brian told TMZ that they asked him personally to ask the other Backstreet Boys to perform at Trump's inauguration. Didn't work out. Brian said he wanted to do it. Fast forward to 2 days after the Capitol riots. In case you didn't know or somehow don't have an aunt who has been completely indoctrinated by the blurry Facebook memes, QAnon is a group of people that believe in a conspiracy theory surrounding a supposed government insider named Q. Then there's Parler. Parler is a social media network that is largely conservatives and right-wing extremists. People who believe
Nick,
in QAnon.
didn't you tell me we were on Parler for a minute?
No, my mom she does like
Yeah, somebody
workout
was
groups
on
and
it.
shit like
Right.
that, and they were like, "We're switching over to Parlor," and that was Monday, right before everything went down.
Yeah, I was like, we
So-
should get off of that.
So I was like, "You should delete that app right now."
And most people who believe in QAnon can be found on Parler, which brings us back to Brian. 2 days after the Capitol riots, Brian tweeted, "Follow me on Parler."
Jeez.
B. Luttrell, come find me. Haha. It's like,
Isn't
where's
it
Waldo?
crazy how people like? I think it's fascinating. I think we're gonna. This is what kind of sucks for the people. Like Donald Trump will eventually he's not yet, but he'll just move on eventually. Someone will be like, okay, you can make more money over here, and he's just gonna go like, okay, like done, whatever. I don't care anymore.
I disagree with that because I think this will always be where you can make the most money.
Yeah, probably. So yeah, in that sense, he maybe might stick around. I'm just saying, I don't think he believes as deeply as the people who he brainwashed. So if he's doing it for money,
I
he's doing
think
it for
he's actually
speeches.
kind of gone so crazy now
Yeah.
where like he is in it.
It's just a
'Cause,
power.
Like, it is like people are saying in like the White House that he's going around like just like praising Marjorie, whatever her name is.
Who's that?
The Georgia.
Oh yeah,
Congresswoman
yeah.
Who just got kicked off Twitter?
Right,
Marjorie
right,
something.
right.
Who like is
Bro,
like, she's like an out. It's not like she's like a silent QAnon.
Listen
like,
to
she's
this
an
number.
out like we believe in Q.
Misinformation on Twitter is down 73% since he got banned.
Really?
I don't know how they measure that shit, but that's a huge.
But they
fucking
also
number.
kicked off a shitload of other people
Right,
too.
so it's
But
not
I'm
just
sure.
him, but it's probably all part of the purge. But the people who have been like brainwashed and indoctrinated, like they can't stop. They can't. I mean, it's like I'm not to use it as like an excuse for them, but I'm just like fascinated. It's like what happens in your brain where these people, this guy like is willing to fucking risk a great gig to be like,
It's true brainwashing too.
Yeah.
'Cause the current
You don't see
theory
it.
of QAnon is that on January 20th, the person you will be seeing
right.
taking their oath of office will actually be Donald Trump. But him and Biden are currently participating in a face-off. Nick Cage, John Travolta, Trump, Biden.
Oh wait! I thought so. It's not like on TV. Like they're doing the face off.
No, they're taking their
They're doing
faces
this.
off.
It's
Yes.
the true face off.
And they're doing an actual face swap. And then Trump's impeachment hearings in the Senate will actually be clandestine meetings trying Biden for his crimes of child trafficking or whatever it is. And then the stuttering you will hear from Biden, because he has a stutter, is actually Trump just trying to learn his speech patterns. That's what
And they believe it.
and that's what the current operating theory
That's
is.
like fun, like fan fiction, like political fan fiction. If you wrote a science fiction short story about that, except they believe it's real.
But anyway, so a week after Brian joined Parler, which was last week, Kevin Richardson tweeted a link to an article about losing a friend to QAnon. His tweet is just, interesting read. Eye emoji, peace sign, love. And the article is titled, I lost the best friend to QAnon. And then AJ then tweeted a picture of him with Biden and Harris mug. And then Howie tweeted just a picture that said, here's to sun your days ahead. and Nick is just doing nothing.
Nick's got like in a fight with Aaron Carter right now. They're doing a 10:57 or whatever with his brother again. I mean,
And then people are going back to a 2005 documentary on the Backstreet Boys where everyone is screaming at Nick, "Don't be a fucking dick like everyone knows you are, and I know you understand what I'm saying." And like, it's just like what his political beliefs.
do you think?
And then
that,
also, sorry, one more time. Also, Brian Luttrell's wife is pushing on her Instagram, on her Twitter account, that the Capitol building was that was all Antifa dressed as Trump supporters.
so she's in on it.
Yeah.
She's down with her husband.
Someone tweeted, "I am so ashamed." She tweeted, so Kevin Sorbo.
Sure.
Yeah. Kevin Sorbo tweeted, "Antifa led the charge into the Capitol building dressed as Trump supporters."
Honestly,
she quote tweeted and
he
said,
would have been.
"That is
he would have been a
correct."
great choice for this.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So,
But I didn't put him because I knew that I'd already seen this
Got
tweet,
it,
so it would
yeah.
have been cheating. And then someone else tweeted, "I am so ashamed of America. I hate it here." Leanne Luttrell replied, "I do too, with the riots by Antifa, BLM, and now this in the Capitol. The people in the Capitol are not the peaceful people protesting outside. It's major censorship by America, but major censorship by the media, blocking Antifa or hiding Antifa. It's just plain PLANE, which you don't see often. It's just plain sad."
I'm just picturing like a jet with a frowny face. Plain sad. Oh, that's so dumb. Oh man.
If you would like, can you imagine?
Wait. Do you think that the people who believe in all this shit are just dumb assholes, or do you think that maybe there's like some people who are like predisposed to this that are like I'm able to brain. If somebody wanted to do this, like you would be able to be brainwashed more than I am, or vice versa. That like that it's not. Again, not to like that it's not their fault. That it's almost like some part of the population can be brainwashed and some people can't, or it's just like I'm a dumb asshole who believes these things.
I think it's probably mostly a dumb asshole.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to believe in conspiracy theories when you just don't know facts. Like it's
But that there's some almost like suspension of disbelief or whatever you want to call it, where you're just like,
I think
I'm gonna go against all logic and believe this. That's kind of fucking stupid.
But it is like I mean like the 5G thing. Like there's plenty of people who believe that. Like it's just.
You know what's a great one that I just kind of learned about?
Like, did you know the routers in our house have been 5G for like
forever?
Like
Yeah.
years
Yeah.
and years.
It's just
and
like
years.
that. Now they're able to broadcast.
Now
yeah.
and people are like, bro, it's been in your house
Right.
for fucking 10 years. What are you talking about?
Right.
That now we have
Well,
to.
maybe that's why everyone's in it. Yeah. Maybe it's been boiling in for 10 years. This is not like a conspiracy theory thing as much as it's like an urban legend. Have you ever heard the urban legend about your pinky and the carrot?
No.
So I just heard this yesterday for the first time, and it kind of, and then I watched a YouTube like dispelling it because it's like the imperfect, unprovable thing. So the rumor is that you can bite your pinky off. You can bite through your pinky with the same force it takes to bite through a baby carrot. But it's like you're never gonna,
There's no way
you're never
that's
gonna
true.
do it, right?
Yeah, right.
So, but you're like, well, I don't know, that hurts a lot. Like, could I get all the way through it? And I'm like, I know. But there are people who like kind of believe it, and then like this whole YouTube video was like it became a pretty widespread childhood playground type of like rumor because like you can't prove it true or not true, which is like that's always the perfect essence of a lot of these conspiracy theories where it's like, well, that doesn't make sense, but also like, you can't tell me it does make, you know what I mean? So like I feel like anybody who believes these things, it's like you're an idiot who might bite through your own fucking pinky. You'd be chewing off your pinky. It does kind of hurt if you bite on your pinky.
Yeah, it fucking hurts really bad.
I don't know if you
But-
could bite it off, but
Can you imagine like being like bad? Like it's always one of those things like social experiments. So to be like, can you imagine going back 20 years and being like, hey, this guy who has a fucking hole in his heart, he like in 20 years he's gonna be he's gonna think that the president is getting his face changed with the president elect, so they can try them for kiddie porn trials secretly put on TV.
you know what? And you know what sucks too is like all it takes is one is like Jeffrey Epstein is like, and then it's like, see, well, that sounded so far fetched too,
Right.
And it's like, well, I mean, yeah, listen, I mean,
But
that
also,
one was true,
But
like,
also, like that one, I feel like almost gets. I think it gets played up too big because who's the big person? Like who's like the
they say the head of the snake is Leslie Wexner, who's like he owns Victoria's Secret and a bunch of like consumer. He's like a big time billionaire.
Okay,
But
but like
he is-
I think billionaire is different than celebrity because at first that was put out as like it was all celebrities.
Yeah,
And
no.
they're like, well, why have we heard of anyone else?
Yeah. I mean, it's mostly like politicians, really, or like heads of state, really. Like the celebrities that I hear of are like Clinton and Prince Andrew.
Right.
It's not like Justin Timberlake. He's not like a singer or an actor. or
Yeah,
something
they
like
were
that.
like, oh, it's like tons of celebrities, and maybe with Ghislaine Maxwell.
I think
will
it's
come
also
out,
that they
whatever.
were always at parties and they were seen with, but it's like that's different than
That's what, I remember when Ghislaine, they're like, look at the celebrities Ghislaine Maxwell was with. It's like her and Reese Witherspoon at the Oscars.
right.
What
That's
the
not.
fuck do you
She's
like-
not with Ghislaine Maxwell. They're both at the Oscars.
Yeah.
That shit's stupid. But all it takes is one story that's true, or that one Bohemian Grove, which was true. So like, I saw Nick and Brendan showed me they have the pyramid, the conspiracy theory pyramid, which is like the levels to conspiracy theories, and it's so like down at the bottom are these are grounded in reality, and then all the way at the top are detached from reality. So like QAnon's at the top, the Illuminati, Flat Earth, Pizzagate, reptilian overlords, all that shit. And that's like beyond the point of no return. And then the step down is like anti-vaxxers. And then a step down from that is, blah, blah, Bigfoot. Then he keeps going. But then grounded in reality is like MK Ultra.
What's that?
That's where it was like the CIA did like they like would do tests on people. And like Ted Kaczynski was
Oh, okay.
so like that's been proven true. So now it's grounded in reality. But there was a time where that was at the top of the pyramid of people being like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, the CIA is brainwashing kids in the streets, you
Right.
know? So, Big Tobacco lied about cancer. Yeah, we proved that true, but there was a time where people were like, what are you fucking talking about?
Right.
You know? So that's where these things are like, well, but to think that, Biden and Trump are swapping faces, like, we've probably left reality here. So we're going to do top 5 celebrities, people in the news, public figures that we think could potentially be QAnon. We might need to check with our lawyers on this one. All right, top 5 celebrities we think are in QAnon. Let's go.
You want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Let's start with our first draft pick is each someone we think might actually a reasonable actual pick.
Okay. Wasn't gonna be mine, but okay.
No, all right, fine. Then we'll just dive right in. Jessica Simpson.
Jessica Simpson.
Jessica Simpson's in QAnon.
That's a good question.
Jessica Simpson sits around all day, sipping on some martinis and wine, and just deep dives down a rabbit hole. And she doesn't know what's up and what's down. She doesn't know. She didn't know what chicken or tuna was,
she
and
is
now she's
the-
going to tell you. She's going to lecture you on the fucking ins and outs of the American government.
A Southern woman who doesn't know what chicken or tuna fish is
Comes from that Baptist preacher father and
really the exact thing you'd target to groom. Like the grooming had started back then. Where it's
and has the platform, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
QAnon was let's recruit her,
Yeah.
get her in there, and she'll be the one talking about there and all with a good heart, all bless her heart, all with her we gotta save the babies, y'all.
Yeah.
These people are eating babies. We gotta stop it. And Hillary Clinton's doing it, she's in QAnon.
It's a great pick. It's a great pick. My first pick is Helga Pataki.
Yeah, you were not going for real life at all.
I mean,
You were not going
Helga
for it.
Pataki would storm the fuck out of the Capitol in a heartbeat. Just a bully bitch who fucking she's from the streets of New York.
man.
I don't know why she's a Southern accent, but everyone does. She's an asshole in my mind. And she's just fucking she's just like a bully who refuses to have things not go her way. QAnon.
Yeah. She's just digging in, does not give in. All right.
She's got a fucking gum statue of Biden in her bedroom that she's trying to kill him with voodoo and fucking what are those things called? What are the dolls? The voodoo doll?
Voodoo dolls. Yeah. Prick 'em.
She's got voodoo gum doll Biden. She's just trying to fucking kill him.
Helga made. I had Helga on my my Nickelodeon team. I would have Helga. I think I had Helga be my head coach.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just fucking bully ball.
Most head coaches probably in QAnon.
Bill Belichick. I don't know why. When you brought this idea up, this is the first thing that popped into my mind. Meatloaf.
Meatloaf. A good one. That's
And
a
I
great.
would do
I love
anything
both your
for
answers so
you.
far.
That the first thing that popped in my head was just this, fat greasy meatloaf and just sitting at home mad at, kind of had his time in the sun, when, I don't know. I could see him being like, yeah, we got to make it great again, like bring it back to the 80s and 90s. Yeah, Meatloaf.
Kevin Federline.
Yeah, great pick. Great pick. Kevin Federline, Kevin Federline has never done anything normal on the internet. He's always in the deep dark shit. That's a great one. Yep.
Kevin Federline. A dude who just wears beaters and fucking slide-ons with socks and
Again,
long Jordan athletic shorts.
as dumb as can be, but now is going to tell you about the deep state and how the dark web works.
Coked out of his mind, I bet.
For
I don't even know
sure.
if he's ever had a coke problem or a coke accusation, but he's...
Listen, for all we know, Kevin Federline could be a wonderful guy.
Yeah.
Honestly, think about that.
This is a reminder to celebrities and cartoons to think about how you present yourself to the world.
This is
Okay?
just a PR
I know nothing
meeting, really.
about any of you.
This is just a PR meeting for you guys to maybe think twice about the image you're putting out there. Although I will say this. Could you imagine if you were Britney Spears' ex and like you were dragged through the mud and now like it comes out how fucking crazy she is and you're like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm a little bit white trash. I'm a little bit Fort Lauderdale, okay? But like you guys all said I was like the asshole. And like, well, look now.
Right,
I
yeah.
was the normal one. He's probably a great guy.
She was always farting on me.
yeah, exactly.
Why would I wear nice clothes if she's always farting on me?
And then who's the other guy who's Kevin Federline? He's just Kevin Federline. He's a rapper. TikTok, Rick Rock, something. What's his name? Fucking Riff Raff.
Riff Raff.
Riff
Yeah,
Raff.
yeah.
Those two, I mean, those are just, to me, that's one of the same.
Yeah.
You put those two guys in a lineup, I can't tell you who's who. I was thinking about like TV dads, and Craig T. Nelson came in my mind.
Craig T.
Coach.
Nelson.
Coach.
I thought you were going to say Tim Allen because that would have been a good one, too.
Ooh.
That one's probably almost a little too nail in the head.
A little on the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be a good pick of like, this is my actual pick. I think Craig T. Nelson, he's got that. I think he played a guy on TV once who was like, he was in, no, I'm thinking of Major Dad. Major Dad was in Frank Underwood, House of Cards. And he played like a government guy. But yeah, I don't know. Coach is doing it for me.
Okay.
What?
I'm going to stick with you then. I'll stick with TV dads. This wasn't on my initial list. Harry Morgan. Whatever his name is.
Who's that?
Dexter's dad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what his real name is, but I think I'm going to put Harry
I
Morgan
mean,
on there.
he groomed his son to
Yeah.
to like fight the establishment.
Don't worry, you can kill people. It's
Yeah,
fine.
no, as long as your heart's in the right place, you know what's going on.
Right.
You are saving everybody. Fucking lunatic. Did I see some whispers that maybe they're doing something with Dexter? Did I
Yeah,
make that up?
it is a reboot.
Right.
One more final season.
One
or
of the
something
very
like that.
few shows I condone it. Like, go try it again.
Yeah,
Do it
right?
again.
What's stopping
What's the
you?
worst that could happen?
All
You have another lumberjack situation, and it's like, okay, well, you fucked it up again.
And,
You know?
and it's also one of the only shows where everyone... Thrones is pretty similar, I think, now that
Everybody
we're getting
agrees.
a little distance and everyone's like, yeah, no, that was terrible.
I've never heard one person say they like the lumberjack ending.
But like, I mean, on the show, like even
Yeah,
Dexter was
yeah,
like, we
yeah,
botched
that
it.
sucked.
That was a botched job.
Big time. I mean, God, how do those things happen? How are you so brilliant for so long? Actually, they really had like 2 good seasons out of like, I think like 7 or 8.
Yeah,
But they had 2 really, their peaks. They had high highs.
In fact,
Season 1, Ice Truck Killer and Trinity Killer are 2 of the greatest seasons of TV ever.
I redid season 1 fairly recently. It doesn't hold up as well as you thought.
Season 1?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's not terrible, but
I do remember not, I think the brother twist,
was weird.
spoiler alert, I don't think it was predictable though. I don't think people were predicting that then, were they?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I
which,
don't
I
really-
mean, at the time,
I don't know if I even
I
watched
think we've
Dexter
watched
live.
so
season
many
1.
good TV shows since then that maybe like my standards have changed, but I think I remember being like, whoa,
It's not bad.
Yeah.
But it's just there's just so many things where you're like, well, why would
that
they-
wouldn't have. Yeah. You
it's
wouldn't
just
like, I mean, a lot of luck involved in Dexter where he
or
always gets away
even
with
just like
everything.
there's one. I think it's like the second person he kills or something like that. Like he kills him in an abandoned warehouse. The person just keeps following pictures of themselves until they're just like in his kill room.
Yeah, it's like,
And
why
it's
would I
like,
do
well,
that?
I would
Yeah,
just be like,
yeah.
this is creepy. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Right. I also always thought it was so stupid, but I guess it's like his flaw that like the most meticulous guy ever would also save all the fucking slides.
Yeah.
Which is like ultimately his downfall, right? Doesn't Dokes find those like late in the year?
I don't even remember.
That bad Oklahoma. Fuck, my brain's not working. The Olympic bombing thing that I watched on Netflix
Uh-huh.
has Deb's boyfriend in it.
The guy who's like
Like he's like a tough like New York guy kind of.
yeah.
I've never seen that guy in anything.
I've
else.
seen him in something else, and he's the same fucking guy.
I mean, that guy I don't think is an actor. I think he got like like you hear those stories like I was like a PA on set and they like had me act. I think he's one of those dudes. He's never been in anything.
the other
And
thing I've
Dokes,
seen
what's up,
him in-
motherfucker? That guy does nothing.
Oh, I love Dokes.
He doesn't do
I
anything,
love
right?
Dokes.
Has he been in anything else? I feel like there was one other thing that he definitely popped up in because I remember going, Dokes, motherfucker. But that was it. That show, I mean, the Lumberjack was just. Oof. All right, my pick. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck.
Oh boy, I don't know if I like that one.
Yeah. Tom Selleck, primarily because I was gonna go with Burt Reynolds, but he's dead, and I think of Tom Selleck and Burt Reynolds as one and the same. I think Tom Selleck might be one of those guys. Like these other people, I could all see like falling down a rabbit hole on the internet. I don't think he's one of those guys, but I feel like he would believe in the tenets of it. He would believe in what's going on.
He's Shooter. Desmond Harrington is the bad guy in Shooter season 1.
Dokes.
Yeah.
I remember that name being like.
no, that's not
Dokes.
Dokes. It's that's
the
his
other
boyfriend.
guy.
Yeah,
Got it.
Tom Selleck. I refuse to believe Tom Selleck.
Well, I mean,
I'm
it's
gonna-
not real, so
I'm gonna-
so good thing.
I'm gonna push back on that one. I think Tom Selleck's a hell of a guy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know anything about Tom Selleck.
Neither do I.
Yeah, okay.
I just know he's got a nice mustache.
Okay.
This is my 4th.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, wait. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm on my last pick after.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
So JC Chazé.
Keeping with the boy band.
I'm taking it back. I'm changing it.
Okay.
Chris O'Donnell.
Ooh, Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's
Yeah, you know why? He's a little
conspiracy
fucking pussy.
Conspiracy theories are the only way to prove why his career didn't take off.
What? What? Chris O'Donnell was the it boy?
Chris O'Donnell was a handsome
He played Robin in like an abortion of a Batman.
Right,
That was
but
it.
He was, but that wasn't supposed to be an abortion of Batman. It's supposed to be with him and
Yeah.
Clooney. Like he's supposed
Yeah,
to be the guy.
but that's so.
and
Bo,
also, like,
Bud,
his
that's.
career,
but-
by the way, is probably as good as anyone's career.
oh,
Well, I mean, not like talent wise. I mean, money wise. He's been on NCIS for like.
oh,
100
okay,
years.
but that doesn't count.
No.
But that's why
didn't
he's, by
become
the way, he
movie star.
Like Clooney was able to push through Batman forever. Returns forever.
Returns. Nope, forever.
Batman and Robin.
Batman and
and
Robin.
Robin?
See, even worse.
Yeah.
Makes sense. But yeah, everyone else that was like that sucked. And anything that was attached to that, you ain't getting.
No, but everyone else in it's a star. It's fucking
Yeah, they were
Schwarzenegger.
they were powerful enough to get through it.
Fucking-
Like those guys sit back, like Clooney and Schwarzenegger sit back, burning hundreds, being like, remember that fucking Batman that stunk? And Chris O'Donnell's like, yeah, it ruined my life.
Who? No, because he does have. Like, I mean, I bet he makes more money than fucking. Who else was?
Chris O'Donnell. Fuck Chris O'Donnell.
And Poison Ivy was someone big too.
Yeah, Uma Thurman.
Uma Thurman,
Arnold.
Alicia Silverstone, Uma Thurman, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and George Clooney. You sign up for that movie, like
Yeah,
if you
you're
get
like,
the
I
call for
made
that,
it,
you're like,
yeah.
yo, like I'm done. Like, I'm
That's
gonna
it.
Kill it.
Yeah, I don't have to do anything else the rest of my life.
So he has to be like, there's conspiracy.
He
theories.
also
Oh.
seems like a little bitch, like Kirk Cameron is. You know what I mean? Fuck Kirk Cameron. Kirk Cameron's probably like actually in QAnon. You know that guy
Oh,
from
the
Growing
guy who
Pains?
does
Yeah.
fucking Christian movies and stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
in QAnon.
Yeah.
Also, as we made fun of Jessica Simpson for being stupid. Also, if you are a believer in Christ, it's probably easy to get you to believe in QAnon.
That's so true. Are you religious? You in QAnon.
Are you super duper religious? Then yeah, you're gonna believe in this face swap thing we got going on here.
All right, my last one is a real one as well. John Voight.
Ah,
Yeah.
he was my real one too.
You want that real one? I'll give you another real one. Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson.
How do the QAnons feel about the Jews?
Yeah, well,
That's gonna be the linchpin on Mel Gibson.
I would guess they're anti.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
I would imagine. I would have to guess, but
Anti-Semitic, of course.
That's a funny line. That's a funny line that needs to be like in a TV show. Are you anti-Semitic? Yeah. Oh, that'd be great. Don't cut that. Don't cut that. John Voight is not only like we know he believes in Trump and all that side of everything, but those like videos, like he's weird too. There's got to be a wacky element to you to be a QAnon guy. Those videos that he made recently, remember those?
No.
He made like a couple videos probably like a year ago during Trump's presidency, where they were like two or three like 1 minute videos that would like cut off and you have to go to the next tweet and watch it. I was like, I don't know why this isn't just 1 2 minute video. And he was like standing by a fire and kind of just fucking talking about like this is the time we need to like save Donald Trump. It was like super, super weird.
I guess he'd just be like driving around in John Voight's car to go kill Joe Biden. like,
he just made these like we know the truth videos, and it's just like
I like how. Oh, so it's like not within the last years, within the last like months.
yeah, but there was one earlier too. Yeah, this is So he made one.
Oh, so that's
he's
just
been making
officially
videos.
QAnon.
Yeah, right.
That's not even like
No.
Like okay, my fifth is the QAnon shaman. Like it's just people we know who are in it.
Yeah, he made one on the 9th of.
Also, it's not fair to do that. See, that's what pisses me off about that dude. He thinks his name rhymes. It doesn't rhyme, but you make me rhyme it and you make me sound dumb.
John Voight?
No, the
the
QAnon
QAnon
shaman.
shaman. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
QAnon
I'm sitting here
shaman.
like John Voight? No. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, that
I
dude.
hate anybody on either side that likes that much fucking attention. Fuck that guy.
Also covered in Nazi tattoos.
Yeah, that's not great. Can't do that.
My last one, I am gonna go Courtney Love.
Because of the
Just because she's crazy.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking I think she believes that Kurt Cobain was murdered. So I think she's got a healthy dose of conspiracy in her.
Well, but
it's
doesn't
pretty-
everyone think she was,
no.
he was
Yeah, right,
murdered by
so-
her?
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so then she's definitely capable of QAnon. Yeah, then okay. I didn't know
She's
that.
like, no, I think he was killed. Everyone's like, yeah, we agree. By you.
Yeah. I thought that she was just like, no, it wasn't suicide. So they think she blew his head off?
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff with like his suicide note and stuff that lasts like 3 sentences.
Uh-huh.
Like it's not a suicide note, then suddenly it is.
Interesting.
Like, and it's a different handwriting.
Yo, I'll tell you this though. I mean, it takes a lot to blow somebody's head off with a shotgun. You have to be committed to murdering someone.
Yeah.
Or I think maybe more likely is like maybe it was an accident and then you're like, all right, I'll blow their head off. And I think it'd be easier to blow the head off of a dead body.
Well, for sure.
So like
Yeah.
I'm thinking like say me and you got in a fight.
If a head is screaming at me, please don't kill me.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot harder
Yeah.
than a dead head.
Right. So say me and you get in a fight. So she like hit fucking Kurt Cobain in the head with a frying pan, and then he fell and hit his head and he died. And then she's like, "Fuck, I gotta like make this look like a suicide." And then your dead body's there. I can blow your head off a dead body.
Yeah.
that's
I
why
give you
do
my
it.
permission to
Yeah,
do that. If you
for
accidentally kill me, go ahead, take it off.
Absolutely. If I listen, you can do whatever you want to my dead body for real. I mean, I would hope you have a good reason. You know, I don't want you to just like fuck around me for fun. But if you need to use my dead body in a way to get out of a jam or to do whatever,
Yeah.
stage something to
I
get.
have a good reason. I have a great idea for a human puppet show that I've.
Yeah, I mean, technically, you know, Armie Hammer, go ahead, eat me, bro. Whatever. I'm fucking dead. I don't give a shit. All right, so those are the top 5 QAnon.
We're gonna
Probables.
be careful with this graphic. Like,
Yeah.
In honor of Brian Luttrell being QAnon, here's who wouldn't surprise us if they were.
Here are 10 people totally unconfirmed to be in QAnon who we think give off QAnon vibes. How about that? You just give off QAnon vibes. You're not confirmed, just vibes.
Just wouldn't be surprised, is all I'm saying.
In the words of our boy Rude Boy, just vibes. Just vibes. And tweet at us who the 5 people you think could be potentially, probably, maybe look like they're in QAnon. I like Kelly Kee's vlogging.
Me too.
Jamie Lynn is this. The Jamie Lynn Spears thing is wild.
What is that?
Jamie Lynn Spears says she can't stop killing her cats because her Tesla is too quiet and she runs over them.
What?
So she went on TikTok. Let's see what she said.
Somebody's got to let Elon Musk know that the Tesla is a secret cat killer and it's a problem that we've really got to fix. We have now lost, I don't even want to tell you how many cats because they don't hear the Tesla crank and unfortunate things happen and it's really devastating and tragic for everyone.
That is, without a doubt. That, yeah, are we recording?
Yeah.
Jamie Lynn Spears murdering what I'm assuming has to be double-digit cats.
It has to be.
At least
you can't
10.
say.
You can't
I don't
stop
even
yourself.
wanna-
Yeah.
I don't want to tell you how many cats I've killed. If I told you how many cat carcasses I had to power wash off my driveway, it would be.
I am just picturing. I am picturing a bunch of people on the Jamie Lynn Spears farm being like, "Ma, we got another one!" Just throwing dead cats over the fucking like wall onto the highway.
I just picture her having like a mental breakdown every time she feels a bump in the driveway. You're like, "Oh, I did it again! Damn you, you, Elon Musk. Why? What is your problem with cats, Elon? Why? And also, poor fucking cats. This is the only animal you can admit to killing multiple of.
Nobody cares.
Only living
Nobody
thing.
cares.
If I went around and said I ripped 3 rose bushes out of the ground, you'd be like, you fucking monster. Jamie Lynn Spears is like, I don't even want to tell you how many cats I murdered.
That is some of the funniest wording I've ever heard. We have had. I don't even want to tell you. I mean, you use that phrase only when it's a staggering number. If someone was like, dude, I had so many beers, I don't even want to tell you how many beers. And then they said like 5, it's like 30, 40. I mean, there is no way you use that euphemism unless you've killed double-digit cats.
If I was Jamie Lynn's fucking kid, I would learn to walk ASAP.
I mean, someone's got to tell Elon Musk that thing is a silent cat killer. Like, open the windows or I don't know, make some noise, turn the music up. Your cats
Just look where you're driving. How about that? I mean, I'll tell you what. If I was driving here and there was a cat laying down in front of the door, I'd see it.
I guess maybe back up over it.
Cameras.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's really no excuse. Let me read a little bit more here.
She
Kelly
is
blogged this.
intentionally running cats over and blaming Elon Musk.
All right. I mean,
Jamie Lynn Spears goes bowling for cats in her driveway.
So we
Just
know
sets him up.
We know. Oh no. Okay. Joe Kelly goes, how many cats is it? 1, 2, 15? We're not sure. Yeah. I mean, this is a.
Go on Instagram, see all the pictures of cats.
I would like to, someone needs to do some math and be like, we've seen this many cats on Jamie Lynn's estate before, and now there's only 2 running around. You do the
I
math,
feel like
we
I
killed
just
11.
really have to know.
How many cats has Jamie Lynn Spears? I mean, okay, but true facts. Like, what's your guess? Gun to your head, how many cats has Jamie Lynn killed?
7. 7 or 8. Maybe 10.
I don't even want to tell you.
How much do you love cats and also hate cats to continue buying new
why
cats?
do you keep buying cats?
Her last Instagram is her driving in a little car with a dog.
that dog.
I mean,
is
if you
fucking in heaven.
If you had a litter
he's
of cats,
upstate.
you had a litter of cats, and you slaughtered like 6 of them. I don't think you're going out and buying more.
You shouldn't.
If you had one and you kill it, you go out and get another one. You kill that one. You can't just keep going 1 for 1. How many cats has Jamie Lynn Spears killed? I have to know the answer.
This is I'm going to put this already on the pedestal of one of my favorite stories of 2021. This is
one of my favorite stories ever. Yeah. Forget about the Spears mysteries. Brittany has been bumped to number 2. How many cats has Jamie Lynn killed? Number 1. I need fucking Sarah Koenig on the case. I need some true crime. Get the guys who did the jinx. Send them out to fucking Mississippi or Louisiana, or where the fuck she's from, and get justice for these cats. Hashtag justice for Jamie Lynn's cats. Goodness.
It's a mouthful, but don't worry. It's worth it.
I don't even want to tell you how many. Holy shit. Okay, we got sidetracked there. What's your proclamation?
Well, okay. So first, we're gonna talk about Tom Brady in a second because we have to.
Yep.
But we start tomorrow the Whoop challenge.
Fuck, we do.
Tomorrow is the weigh-in for the Whoop challenge,
Yeah.
and my announcement about that is that I will be going dry for it.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I will go dry with you in solidarity. A little bit more of a sacrifice for John than me, but that's okay. I'm still gonna do it for my guy.
You're also going dry?
Yeah, I'll go
Well,
dry.
you don't really drink that often.
That's
but
what I'm
still,
saying. You know,
yeah.
it's not nearly the same thing, but I'll do it. Yeah,
It's about a month.
this is our.
It's going to be during the McGregor fight. It's going to be during the Super Bowl
Ooh,
championship weekend.
for Tom Brady.
What?
Like, there's gonna be a Tom Brady Super Bowl in there that you
Well,
will not be drinking for.
Now that we've gotten that out
Okay,
of the
so
way,
we're
it's-
gonna. Yeah, there's a caveat.
What?
You can drink if that happens.
No, well, we'll see.
At that point, imagine if we were like really winning the weight loss challenge. You'd be like, okay, we're good. I can drink a couple.
So it is it's not a no reason but this will be the longest I've gone without drinking in probably since I was 15, 16. Maybe a little after that. Let's call it 17. But whatever. But on to Tom Brady. That was just a quick little something. But also, by the way, I'm gonna get good and drunk tonight.
Make it count, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, Tom Brady is a no doubter. You know, obviously, You know what? You go first.
No.
I was just gonna say it is. I mean, I guess they didn't win by all that much, but I mean, Drew Brees is just like Jesus Christ.
It was sad to see.
That's
I know
a
Brees
hard
is-
way to go out, and not the most like, oh my God, Tom Brady. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
he beat. If he didn't win that game, yeah, you know what I'm saying.
The-
So he's there, and he'll probably go to the Super Bowl, and he'll probably win it, and he'll probably earn it completely. I'm just not gonna crown him because he beat the corpse of Drew Brees.
No,
you know?
but I mean,
But hey, NFC
three
Championship,
three
you know.
touchdowns, pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
And the defense.
That video of Tom Brady and Drew Brees talking while Drew Brees' daughter just beats the shit.
She looks like a Marvel superhero.
I mean, she's doing the cartwheels on top of him, and then she's doing cannonballs on the poor kid.
And then as Brady walks away, he says, "Hey, be good, be nice to your sister."
toss me and yeah.
Because hey, be nice to your sister. Like, bro, I'm not.
She just
I'm not being
battered
mean.
me.
I need fucking backup.
Yeah,
Tom.
God damn.
Also, there was a dime he threw to Brees' kid.
Yeah.
And it was a very nice video. And I felt bad for Brees because I know he's had a fall from grace on social media. But I do think he is like a genuinely good person who wants to do good, and like he made a wrong statement about the kneeling. It was a little tone deaf in the moment.
He was
and-
so close to the finish line.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess now in your retired days, you're just as popular. It's not like he's going to disappear forever. So he's still got about 40 years of don't put your foot in your mouth. But to be that close to the end of
He's
your
gonna be in the
career. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, to be that close and to just say, like, on a 4-year-old fucking thing, 5-year-old saga. But yeah.
Just be like, yeah, I respect everyone. Everyone does.
Done.
That's it. Pretty easy. But anyway, I there are some people who are like, yeah, I'm gonna stand, and that I also think they're a genuinely good person, and that's
Yeah.
that's fine. But the Tom Brady stuff it's just bananas, Kevin. It is. He's had.
I mean, I thought we would get our answer when the two split up, and then they both were stumbling, and I was like, maybe not. Maybe they're just both going to stink. And now it's just, I mean, I would say definitively Brady's more important. You make it to the NFC Championship, and the team that you lost a year ago, like, kind of stunk.
You take a
There's your
non-playoff
fucking
team
answer.
to the NFC Championship.
Yeah.
Your team stinks.
It's not like,
Like-
period, stop, like, end
And-
of story.
and I don't
There's a
think
lot
it's-
of time left, but right now, Tom Brady's got a big fucking head start on the who's more important.
I don't think it. I am not trying to use it to disparage Bill Belichick. I think Bill Belichick's
I
a
am.
genius,
I
all
will
that
be.
stuff. But just like when you just look at Brady's sheer numbers, it is fucking. Before that game even started last night, he was first in everything in the playoffs, like just
Really?
first
Yeah.
across the board. He's just running up the score now. He makes the conference championship
Yeah.
at a higher rate than than LeBron James hits free throws. He makes the conference championship 74% of the time. LeBron James hits a free throw 73.4% of the time. He makes the Super Bowl at a higher clip than Steph Curry hits threes.
Wow.
The greatest three-point shooter of all time, Tom Brady has a higher percentage of making the Super Bowl.
I was more impressed 14-2 in the conference in the divisional round.
Yeah. That's a full season against playoff teams.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers 14-2. And also, one of those losses to the Jets. One of the
Yeah.
Ravens, I believe, one of the Jets. But he is just... people keep moving the goalpost with him, which is so frustrating. Like today, they're like, there's a debate on PFF. Who's this game more important to? Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers? It's always more important to the other quarterback. Tom Brady
he doesn't need
has
shit.
won 7
He doesn't
Super
need
Bowls,
shit, yeah.
5 Super Bowl MVPs, 3, I believe, NFL MVPs.
Yeah.
The motherfucker doesn't need anything.
Oh yeah, by the way, I fucking hate football fans who move the goalposts and just become fucking Tampa Bay Bucks fans.
I didn't move the goalposts.
Oh, you moved the goalposts.
I just switched sides.
yeah. The goalpost stayed. I moved.
Yeah. I was like, all right,
I
never
move
mind.
around goalposts. Yeah.
Going the other way now. But
You were like, we elect to defer. I'm gonna switch around here. Yeah.
But my real point here, my thing here, because this is my dream scenario, and oh, how I want this so badly. Bucks Bills, and the Bills Mafia, who I love. I think they're great. I've often compared them to just like your kind of sad, lonely uncle who like drinks a little bit too much, and then you're like, look, like you got nothing going for you, but
Yeah.
we have a good time together, right?
Yeah.
Bucks Bills Mafia, a franchise and a fan base who have been so lucky, and they were like, finally,
Yeah.
the beast is gone.
Yeah.
We never have to deal with Tom Brady ever again. The AFC East
To
is ours.
find him in the NFC,
And
to hit him in the
and then
NFC.
you get to the Super Bowl, and guess who's fucking standing there?
I mean,
That
that is
would
so
be-
rude. That's so rude. That's so mean.
Just to watch their fucking, I'd be like, we thought we were done with you.
and really, because really, what the Bills are exactly what you described. They're like your drunk uncle, kind of,
Yeah,
right?
they're a good
and
time.
now they've cleaned up their act, but you're like, man, you're gonna relapse. Like we know this isn't gonna last, and that would be meeting Tom Brady in the Super Bowl.
I mean,
you
how
don't want
fucking golden
you
would
don't
that
want
be?
him. So he runs through Aaron Rodgers, who I am now a huge fan of, and I will start to defend him from now on. But it's getting late early for Aaron Rodgers on his legacy, where it's like, how many more times are you not gonna fucking at least make the Super Bowl? So he runs through him, and that's like another, like I get to beat Aaron Rodgers now and like put that to rest, and then run through Mahomes. You don't want that?
I don't care. I want the Bills.
You want the Bills? I mean, that's just you know what that is. That's mean. You're just being mean.
It is mean.
You're just
but
being
it's
mean.
just funny.
Because like, if he beats Mahomes, it's like, well, that's whatever for Mahomes. Like he's already won one. He's already a Hall of Famer, whatever. And Tom Brady gets to say like, yeah, whatever, kid. Like it's still my league. You just want the spite. You just want like, it's like you want vengeance over the Bills for no reason to. For
I
revenge.
actually wouldn't even be mad if the Bucks lost that game.
You
It's
just wanna see
for
their face of,
the
like,
lead
fuck,
up.
the
Like, you
weak-
gotta be fucking kidding me. He's here again.
Yeah.
Like the fuck.
And-
like,
and
like
I would
Jason,
be-
like, oh, we thought we got away, and like guess who's just
Yeah.
slowly walking up behind you? Hey guys, remember me from last year?
I-
it's me. I mean, he's a guy. Do
that would be
you
mean.
understand what a stranglehold he has on that franchise?
I know.
He is
Like,
the
the Bills are
winningest
really,
quarterback
really good.
at fucking their stadium. They have quarterbacks who play there 8 times a year. He plays once a year. He's the winningest quarterback at that stadium. That's insanity.
That is insane.
They have played. I guessed it on the on CCK, but I was like, I bet they played 40 times. I bet the Bills have won 3. He's 32-3 against the Bills.
At period.
Period. 32-3.
Holy shit. I mean, did you see my face drop there? Like I was smiling, laughing, like, it can't be that. And then I was like, oh, wait, he's going to say it. Seriously that?
It was 32-3 against the Bills. That would be.
I mean, the Bills are fucking a great team right now.
Yeah,
and
they're
will,
wagging.
And they will fold like a house of cards. They will wilt like a little flower in the face of Tom
if
Brady.
they win, I'd be happy for them. But just those 2 weeks of being like, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
Yeah,
He's still here.
that's not fucking fair. That's why Tom Brady's got to go.
But the
Fuck
what
Tom
was the other
Brady,
thing I was
man.
gonna say?
Fuck Tom Brady.
Oh,
I mean,
come on.
fuck, he's got to go.
It's
Go, Tom. Just go.
what I would like to see him.
You know what,
do-
Tom? It's like now he's being mean. Now he's being selfish. It's like literally leave some for the rest of us, guy.
I would like to see him win in Tampa, win 7 and 8 there.
Tom is
and then
such a
come back to
fucking-
New England and win 9-10.
Tom is like the
Go out on 10.
Tom's like the billionaire who's like still like. Oh, like a cheap billionaire. Like, oh, I got to get all my money. It's all mine. It's all mine. He's just like keeping all the fucking nuts for himself. Like the little fat squirrel who's just got all the nuts and no one else can have any.
That stuff during the pregame yesterday was so fucking funny when they were like, Tom Brady versus Drew Brees combined, they have 7 Super Bowls and 14 Super Bowl appearances or whatever. It's like, hey, bitch, it's all Tom.
Yeah. It's
Drew-
1-1. No, I think they made it one other time and lost it.
I think
Is it just the one appearance?
Is it?
I mean, that's tough.
it's just the one.
That's mean. A lot of mean people right now in football doing that like combined. That's fucked up.
It's insane. So it would have been 7, and then Brady is 6-3. So maybe it's 10. I think it was 11 appearances, 7 Super Bowls combined. So maybe he did have one extra. But
That's
whatever it was,
rude,
it
yeah.
was
It's all
insane to
Tom.
throw that in there. What did Tyler say? Yeah, me and Wilt combined for 102 that
right,
night.
right. I mean, and then afterwards, I'm sure they are friends and they say goodbye and they're shaking hands. But he's probably like, just fucking go home, Tom. Just fucking go home. It's one of those guys like, I hate you. I don't blame you. You're not doing anything wrong, but I hate you. It's like, yeah, okay, thanks so much for your patronizing fucking conversation right now. Go home to your supermodel wife and like go have fun with your Super Bowl in 3 weeks. But I'm gonna go kill myself. Like, fuck
Be in the
off.
booth next week or next year when you're
Right.
back in the AFC Championship. The one of my retweets I loved was the just people counting. It was just the. Let me see if we can get there. It's also very funny with the medium rare pink bitch. I forget if we said that on air.
Yeah.
Where is this?
I think he's won 1 Super Bowl or been to 1.
It's just the one.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
So last 20 championship games. 2001, Tom Brady is playing. 2002, no. 2003, this one too. 2004, yep, this too. 2005, no. 2006, this one as well. 2007, yep. 2008, 2009, 2010, all blank. 2011,
That was a good run.
2011, yep. 2012, yeah. 2013, present. 2014, no doubt. 2015, yes. 2016, yup. 2017, oh yeah. 2018, oh yeah. I mean, a fucking course. 2019, blank. 2020, yep, this one too. That's insanity. It's insanity. Yeah. It is. And in case that we're talking about on CCK, where like I think people will Brady stands are easy to rile up. I will own that 100% of the time. But like I don't think anyone really genuinely thinks he's not the GOAT. Like, he's like, oh no, like it's heavy, and I was like, I think
bet
they're trying to like
Packers fans probably would legitimately think Aaron Rodgers.
but like Rodgers, there's a difference between like the GOAT and like Rodgers could definitely make some throws Tom Brady can't.
Yeah, like
for sure,
most
no
like
doubt.
physically gifted, maybe.
But if you're talking like the greatest of all time, it is.
See, that's what I sometimes. Again, I don't want to disparage Aaron Rodgers anymore because I like him, but like it's either resume, which no, or like physically gifted, and then it's like I think like guys like Mike Vick, and then there's still plenty of guys who blow him out of the water.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
what is he's just good,
right?
Which is fine, but like he's not either of those things anymore, really.
I'm actually getting a taste of what it's like to be an Aaron Rodgers stan now, this year for the first time, and it's pretty good because guess what? If the Bucks lose the NFC Championship, well, what's he supposed to do with Arians out there?
Yeah,
can never do that with Belichick.
Right, right.
This guy, he's trying to drag Bruce Arians' fucking ass to the Super Bowl. Oh, it's Mike McCarthy. It's Mike McCarthy. It's Bruce Arians.
I hate all of you. All right, voicemail time. It's brought to you by Simply Safe. If you've got loved ones in your house, if you've got expensive belongings and worldly possessions and art and things that matter to you, you got to make sure you protect it all. Protect your loved ones, protect your items, your hard work is, everything you put into your house and your home, you want to make sure stays safe. And that's what Simply Safe does, especially if you're a new homeowner. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know about security systems. You don't know what's good, what to do. Just go with Simply Safe. It's #1 rated. It's the most affordable. It's the easiest to install, and it gives you 24/7 protection. Whether you're talking about burglaries, whether you're talking about floods, fires, earthquake, anything that's going to harm your house, they have 24/7 security and observation going on. They'll send out somebody to your house. No matter they even know like if a window broke because like your kid threw a ball through it, or if it was like a burglar smashed it. I don't know how.
That's
crazy. They've got like technology that's like we know what the fuck's going on. They send it all to you. It's got cameras and sensors and all the shit that you put around your house, the alarms, the sirens. You can set that all up yourself. You don't have to have a technician come out. No one else is going to be in your house. You do like one 15-minute phone call. Know how to set it up. You do it yourself, and then you're good to go. You pay month to month. There's no long-term fees, and then you can rest easy knowing that nothing's going to go wrong. Chances are nothing's going to go wrong, right? But if something does go wrong, not only does something go wrong, but then also you're fucked because you were the guy who's supposed to take care of it. You know what I mean? Like the worst part about getting robbed is not even necessarily like what?
Master of the house, keeper of the inn.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, like we got robbed and we like lost our TV and all this and all that. Like that sucks. You know what sucks? Is when your wife's looking at you like you were supposed to take care of the security and you didn't, and you're fucked. So
the dog was napping. What do you want me to do? Don't rely on the dog either.
Right. Don't rely on any of that bullshit. Just rely on Simply Safe. And right now, you can get a free home camera plus a 60-day risk-free trial when you go to simplysafe.com/KFC radio. It's SIMPLI safe.com/KFC radio. You get the free security camera today. You get a 60-day risk-free trial, so 2 months with no risk at all. Do it. Keep everyone safe. Check it off your list. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to spend a lot of money, and everybody's easy. Everybody's happy. Simplysafe.com/KFC radio. All right, we're about to get into our voicemails here on KFC Radio, but if you're looking for more content from me, head over to the Kevin Clancy channel. New episodes out every Wednesday.
Hi, guys. So I had Zoom jury duty today, my first jury duty ever, and it has just been horrible. I had to wake up at 8:45 for it, and it's 2 p.m. now, was not selected, all that stuff. But my question is, what's like the worst thing that has to be transferred over Zoom? Jury duty is definitely up there. I heard someone pee. It's all these old people trying to figure out how to use Zoom. It's just bad. So is there anything else that's as bad as jury duty over Zoom? Let me know.
I feel like while the actual jury duty process probably sucks, it's better than having to like go to the courthouse and all that shit, right? Wouldn't you rather just like log into your computer and kind of sit on your couch and be comfortable while you're doing it?
For sure.
So I think that's actually one of the best things that's come out of this.
I couldn't even understand what the complaint was.
I mean, I guess if you're hearing old people pee, it's like you would just be up in the bathroom and away from that. I wouldn't have to deal with that, but okay.
How can you hear old people pee? Are they taking the laptop to the bathroom with them?
I guess so, yeah.
Well, that's lunacy. But also, you can just wrap a mute button real there.
You would hope.
Right?
Yeah.
Just mute.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna mute while Vernon pisses.
Worst things. I mean, I think therapy over Zoom has been bad, right?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just also like, I actually told her the other day that I do not do well with my homework because
Yeah.
I think of doing a Zoom like doing an episode, and I just forget everything
Yeah,
right away.
yep.
I'm like, I don't remember what she said.
Did I tell you I won my last episode? My last
No.
showdown with her? I bodied her. I think I finally got through to her. I don't think she was understanding this job like at all. And she was kind of like, why don't you do this? And why don't you do that? And I was like, because I fucking can't. Because of like this, and this. And then by the end, she was like, for the first time, I heard her go like, oh, all right, I get it. Like, okay. I was like, yeah. Finally, put one on the board for the good guys. So I think I kicked her ass.
What was what I was gonna say? Just I think it will be the worst lasting. I said it before. I think I don't know where somewhere. That like the worst lasting
Thing
about the effect. There it is. Effect of coronavirus will be that everything is done on Zoom now. Just like
a casual phone conversation. Let me pop and see you. It's like we didn't have to do that.
Like I don't need.
Yeah.
And I know that's what the younger generation does, is where they're like, ooh, Jesus Christ, John, that was old. That's an old sentence right there. I know, but it's just a fact. It's a younger generation. It's Gen Z or whatever. I know they FaceTime all the fucking time. Not interested in FaceTiming,
you know what?
even for a single fucking second about anything. I've had just regular, like, not like meetings, but just like talking to other people about shit.
Totally unnecessary.
And it's like I'll send you the Zoom link.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
We can send me a Zoom link for it. It's a phone call.
We don't need to send a link at all. We can just dial my number.
Like it's like when people always like they get up like this meeting could have been an email. This fucking Zoom call could have been a phone call.
Right.
Why do we need to see each other?
Even an email too. You can boil this all down. Like,
Right.
A lot of this does not need to be said. I'm basically in Gen Z now because I'm on TikTok, bro. So I don't even know what you're talking about.
The FaceTime, it is like my FaceTime face is like a soft dick. It's just not it's not how I want you to see me.
Yeah.
It's just not.
It's not ready. It's not ready.
I'm not
Yeah.
fucking ready to be here.
Yeah.
It's like
And you really prior to that, you really only let the most of intimate people see it. And now everyone sees your soft dick.
I can make this better. Like it looks bad right now,
Yeah.
but I promise I can make it better. If
By
I
the
wasn't
way,
on a fucking FaceTime call.
girls complaining about makeup. It's like at least you have some upward mobility. At least you can make it better. You know?
You get war paint.
I know they kind of like, you shoot yourself in the foot and make that the standard. Now you always got to put it on, but we don't even have the option. We're just
have
ugly.
the option.
We have the option, but not really.
I mean,
we're just ugly.
I don't have
If all of a
time
sudden
for
I come out
contouring
with
lessons.
fucking smoky eyes, it's the problem. So at least you guys can go from ugly to hot. We just are like, well, we're permanently ugly.
The Zoom, I'm upset with this lady, by the way, the phone call. It is obvious that jury duty on your couch is the best way to do jury duty.
Everything on your couch is the best way to do it. So if I can like do all of these things from my couch, see, that's where I kind of feel like the pandemic's a win minus the mass scale of death, Otherwise, it's like, I don't know, I get to do shit from my couch now. It's pretty fucking... What's worse what's a thing that's already bad that you don't really like doing that you now is made worse by getting to do it from home? Nothing. It's like working from home.
Yeah.
You always like working from home.
Yeah,
better.
but that can weigh on somebody. The fucking jury duty.
Yeah, where it's like every single day I'm used to get out of the house and commute and be outside. Yes, but the one-off like appointments and things that I have to do, now I can do it with my dick in my hand.
I was gonna say the only thing you have to do during jury duty.
Don't
jury
pull a
duty is
tubing.
keep your dick in your pants.
Don't pull a tubing. Either there are two things that can never intersect: dick out of pants, camera on. If you do one of those things, the other has to be off. You can do camera on, you cannot do dick in hand. You can do dick in hand, you cannot do camera on. If ever those two paths cross, it's like Ghostbusters. Can't cross paths.
Well, I've crossed those paths before.
Dick cannot be in front of camera.
I've crossed that path as well. But I mean,
In a work meeting?
We're talking. I'm talking just like
In general.
Yeah.
Well, there's times where you're supposed to do that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, it was
Yeah.
requested.
Right. That's different. I would hope. By the way.
It was just a surprise tubing.
I gotcha. Yeah. Only cross those paths when at appropriate times where people have asked to see it. Next up.
KFC, Spice, Nick, whoever's back there, John from upstate New York. So I'm listening to the most recent episode where you guys are talking about baseball and the bench or whatever. So I have one. It was like the Little League World Series, that age, the 11, 12-year-olds. And so we were down by 1. My best friend at the time, and he was even in my class, we were in 6th grade. Best friend at the time was the pitcher. We were down by 1. I was up, bottom of the 6th, not even kidding. It was the bottom of the 6th, 2 outs. We had a guy at 2nd and 3rd. Full count, last pitch, I hit a rope to center field. A rope to center field. Scores both of the people. Bottom of the 6th, game's over, we win, walk off. My best friend did not talk to me for the next week and a half.
Yeah.
So I want to hear, what is the most ridiculous reason one of your friends did not talk to you or cut you off?
Brother, I thought you were going to say ever again. Week and a half. Of course.
Okay, so
you fucking
write
ruined
down
his
for me?
life. You ruined his like childhood dream.
I was checking something. Can you write it down for me?
He had a fucking walk-off double in the bottom of the 6th in like the Little League World Series championship. And he was like, my friend didn't talk to me for a week and a half. Like, you're lucky he ever like talks to you again.
His friend was the pitcher on the other.
Yeah,
team.
no, I think I would talk to you again. I'd talk to you to rub it in your face.
Yeah, no, the pitcher won't talk to him.
Yeah, but I don't.
That's why. That's why. Because he doesn't want you to rub it in his face.
Yeah, but I don't.
I would never talk to that guy again.
You wouldn't?
That guy's out of my life.
You wouldn't.
I mean, you don't have like a choice, really. You know, I don't know. You see him at school the next day when you're like
Yeah,
11.
I'm surprised he held out for a week and a half.
I've told the story. I mean, this was more than this guy's father screwed me over. RJ Maxwell and his father. His father was the fucking umpire. The kid on the other team in the championship, his father was the umpire. Can't have that.
That's crazy.
The ball hit home plate. He called the strike. I mean, you can't do that. We had a ball that was ripped down the line that he called foul and then said, no, it was fair. So, like, we all kind of, like, stopped playing, foul ball. And then he was like, never mind. And the guys are fucking rounding the bases. I've never let that. I will never let that go. If I ever see RJ Maxwell, I will be like, hey, tell your father I'm gonna fucking hunt him down and kill him. So I hold grudges when it comes to Little League baseball. I understand this guy.
I don't think that there's.
It's a little different when it's
anything-
just like tip your cap, like you just beat me, you hit a ball off me.
Yeah.
If he like screwed you over, his father fucked you, then it's a different story.
What was? Well, I guess
We used to call that guy's house. We used to leave messages on his machine. There was a message where one of my friends, we were talking about that ball that hit the home plate. He's like, the ball hit the plate, sir. And he goes, that ball should be inserted into your asshole. Calling the man's home. Like, called the man's home. We were like in college talking about this game that we played when we were like 11. So,
I like that.
Yeah, that's better. That's real. That's much better than just being mad at your friend.
I don't even think I could ever hold a grudge because I just wouldn't remember. I just forget.
Yeah.
Wait,
The next day, like, what's up, dude? And he's like, are you going to talk to me? It's, oh, yeah. I forgot.
I probably wouldn't forget.
I
in
forgot
a
about
day,
our blood feud.
But I would forget. I couldn't
Eventually.
tell you.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I have any grudges. I don't know. It's only
If you don't have a grudge, if you don't know you have a grudge, you don't have a grudge.
right. Like I don't think there's any reason I should have a grudge.
And if you can forget about a grudge, it was never a grudge to begin with.
Yeah.
Bam, that's philosophical
Well-
for you. If it's enough to forget about, it was never enough to grudge about in the first place.
True.
That's how I like my grudges. Permanent.
I have a brain.
If you cross the line of no return, you can't ever then go back. If you go back, then it just is like,
I
how
never
the
went
fuck
back.
did you
I just
cross
got
the line
lost.
of no return?
I just got lost. I didn't go back. I got
You just ended up on the other side
I
of
got
the line.
turned around out there.
Got away from me. Got away
I
from
come
me.
back till I'm like, wait, I've already been to this part of the woods.
Yeah.
And I just got lost out here. My bad. I forget.
But like if you ever grudge so hard that you like ruin someone and then you're like, never mind, I'll bury the hatchet. It's like, well, no. Because you can't undo the ruining. You know what I mean? You can't undo whatever you've done.
I've
in
definitely
the grudge.
never ruined anything.
Right. Well, I would hope not.
No. I have a brain like someone in an LSD experimental
MK
study, and then I have a memory like a goldfish.
Yeah.
So I just like wait.
You whack this thing out, but then I forget.
Yeah. Like, we were in a fight.
Yeah. Okay.
About
I'll take your word
what?
for it. I'll
Like-
take your word
like,
for it.
I stabbed your mom to death.
Oh,
that was you?
I remember you.
All right. Yeah, that was pretty fucked up.
Say hello to your mother for me. Let's do a couple more.
What's up, guys? So today was my ex-boyfriend's birthday. So
Happy birthday.
I texted him saying happy birthday, whatever. He's married, so it seemed pretty harmless, whatever. It was normal. We were just kind of catching up. And then he started getting a little creepy, and then like out of the blue, he admitted that he kept screenshots of us sexting from when we were dating, like 8 years ago when we were in high school. And then he sent them to me, and it was so cringe. Like, oh, it was so bad. And honestly, I couldn't even read them. It was like nauseating. I was so shook. This seems like major pre-crime to me. Maybe I'm way off base. So I thought I'd get your thoughts and see if you guys have ever had an ex like reach out with anything weird years later.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Exes reconnect like to fuck. That's not that crazy.
No. I had an ex reach out with a kid once, but it wasn't mine. I'm kidding. That didn't happen.
that is like, you know, if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna be like, you know, send an old sext or an old picture or rekindle that, you gotta like make sure everyone's on the same page, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like he was kind of like sitting at home nostalgic and horny, and she was not.
But we're talking about two different things here. Talking about rekindling the fuck? Sure. If you're saving all that old stuff, that's not okay.
Yeah.
That shit.
Yeah.
Like you can save once the
like, what have you been doing with
whether
that
we're calling it a relationship or not, whatever it is. Once the amorous texting, the amorous SMSing,
Okay.
stops,
Those need to go away.
gotta go.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Because those are like
Once
it's
we-
kind of
once
like the
we've
Armie
moved
Hammer
on.
thing where it's like when we are in that
And as long as
mode.
it's not like cannibal shit, it's not, you know, if that'd be like maybe the FBI's gonna want to see it at some
you
point.
want to hang on to that.
We're just doing
That's a little
sexting.
something called evidence.
Yeah.
No, but if it's sexting and you are in the sexting amorousness, then it's good. But if it's like if I'm out, you know, I'm not articulating this well, but you know what I'm saying. It's like
Yes.
if you are in the sexting portion of a relationship, those messages look totally normal to you. And then if you're on the outside, you're like,
see
oh
it,
my
you're like,
God.
what the fuck?
And the minute that one person even is on the outside of that, both people should have to get rid of it.
Yeah. I think that's a handshake deal.
But if like he thought she was still in it, but yeah, 8 years later and you're married and you have kids and I'm moved on, you shouldn't have those.
No.
And also you could like, what a bad move. You can like, if you want to like rekindle, you can like bring it up. You know, I mean, we used to have some crazy times, but to be like verbatim, here
it is. Like, I don't want to see that. Nothing turns me off more than my own sex.
Oh,
nothing.
Especially when you're, you know, let's say I'm assuming this girl's like mid-20s. You're talking like 8 years ago. These are like high school sex. It's like, oh my God.
I'm gonna kiss your vagina.
Yeah, I mean, those have got to be the worst of the worst.
If you want me to go soft dick, I prefer to go hard dick. You want me to go soft dick? Show me my own sex.
Show me my face on FaceTime. Show me my old sex. Both situations, soft dick.
Yeah. I'm borderline suicidal if you show me my own sex. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this person?
You know the old thing, like you send a text and you throw it across the room?
Yeah.
If I get that text, I'm throwing it across the room.
It doesn't have to be that text. It's any text. But, it's the same kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, that is a life ruiner right there. Final voicemail of the day is brought to you by Brothers Printers. You want to make some labels? You want to organize your life? What was that chick, Marie Kondo?
Oh, yeah.
Marie Kondo?
Marie Kondo, yeah.
She'll change your whole life getting organized, right? Put everything into compartments, everything into drawers and boxes, and then everything's gone,
I'm doing this notebook here. Could use a label here. John's notebook.
That one I think is pretty easy to know. John's notebook.
John's
But, you know, I put my stuff away, and then I'm like, oh, I don't know where anything is anymore. Well, not if I had a label maker. Not if I was like, this drawer is where I put all the kids' toys, and this drawer is where I put all their clothes, and this drawer is where I put the actual kids. I'm like, where's Keegan? I'm like, I should have checked in the Keegan drawer. If I had labeled it, I would have known. And anytime you label things, you create. It's very. It's kind of like relaxing, you know. It's like I think the labeling is very psychologically relaxing. I think it's like
I can see that.
You know where everything is. It's organized. You're in control. I think that it works. So whether you're doing your home or your office, or maybe it's you have a activity or a hobby that you do. You go camping, hunting, fishing. You have sporting gear. You want to organize the garage. You have all your equipment. You have all your sports stuff. Whatever it is, you got the Brother P-Touch labels, and you can take care of all your labeling needs. An assortment of exceptionally durable label tapes and actual labelers that make your whole life organized with just a couple quick pushes of a button. So tackle your toughest labeling jobs with the P-Touch Pro label maker, only from Brother. For details, visit ptouchprobybrother.com. That's ptouchprobybrother.com.
Hey, KFC. Hey, Fight. Nick.
Hi.
So my wife and I, we got in a big argument about a hypothetical situation, which is always fun. We were talking about the lottery. Let's say you win $250 million, after taxes, whatever. Outside of all the realistic stuff, you put some away, you take care of some, big debts, whatever you want to do. We were talking about what we would want to do for our friends. And my wife said, we'd take them on trips. And I said, oh, yeah, you fly everyone out, you pay for everything, you get to do cool stuff. And I said, but I'd probably have one or two friends I just want to give some, cash to. Nothing crazy. Give them, $25,000, $50,000 in just cash. And she said, no, that creates, a weird dynamic. Am I right? Am I wrong? I feel like if they won, that was my argument, is that if they won, I would kind of expect, not expect something, but maybe kind of expect, just some cash.
Some walking around, buddy.
I want to do with it. Yeah,
I've always thought this.
I think it's cheap. Maybe
25. If you won 250 million. See, that's my problem. So, and this is where I kind of understand a little bit of more money, more problems, or the plight of wealthy people. But if you become wealthy, I don't even if you earn it. If I'm struggling, and I know you have hundreds of millions of dollars, I feel come on, help me out.
Right.
But I don't know. That's also weird that you're just what am I, your fucking keeper? Why would I give you my money?
See, but I think you gotta do a Clooney style.
Pick a list of 14.
I got my guys. I'm gonna take care of my guys.
So,
that Clooney story
but
is.
Dude, there's that 15th, 16th guy who's wants to kill you.
Nah, I think there's a clear line.
I think it's easier to cut off at 4 than it is 15.
Oh well, that's all I have.
Yeah,
So there's a clear line between my friends and my friends I'd give $1 million.
How do you decide someone who's your 15th or 16th best friend versus this is my you were in my wedding type shit. That's it, And there's always going to be some bubble people, but 15 and 16 is not.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's Clooney's problem. He's too popular.
Friends, yeah.
That's not a problem I'd have. In fact, that fucking picture that Tommy was sending around the other day, the gay thing.
Yes, yeah.
I said to my 3 friends that I sent it to, I wish I had more friends so I could do this, because the rush when you're waiting for people to respond with their numbers is so much fun.
There's only 4 of us.
But there's only 4 of us. And 3 of my friends were like, we all agree.
Yeah.
And then one of my friends was like, I got this going in 6 other group chats. But it would be, I would probably have 5 people.
How much you breaking off? $1 million?
At least. If I'm winning 250,
yeah,
you're getting at least $1 million.
Yeah. I think so. But I don't know. That might be a guy-girl thing.
What do you mean?
I don't know if girls would do that. His wife is mad about it.
Oh,
I can see guys being I gotta take care of my boys. And I can see girls being fuck that bitch.
It was the Clooney thing, which I think we've talked about fairly recently. That wasn't after Casamigos. That was before.
That was just
Casamigos.
acting money.
Yeah,
right?
that was just acting money.
That's a lot to give away.
And I think that's such a cool sentence he had when he bumped into some billionaire in a Vegas casino, and the billionaire was like, "Why did you do that?" And he's like, "Why the fuck haven't you?"
Yeah. What do you need with all that money?
Boys.
Yeah.
Just fucking hook them up. I'd be like, yo, we're going out tonight. I got a bunch of fucking Toomies. I got a bunch of fucking, I don't know, Herschel bags or whatever. Nothing flashy. Not getting Louis. You can buy your own fucking Louis if you want. And then I'd be like, yo, here you guys go. Here's fucking $2 million bucks.
And then, by the way, the goodwill you earn with those 15 people and the popularity you get with the public, if you're a celebrity who does that, is well worth it in the long run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's a legend because of that. And if anything ever happened, he has 15 people who will take a bullet for him because they just gave them $1 million. I mean, that kind of shit is.
How do you think that works tax wise? You just report
Not
that,
great,
you just bury that shit in the backyard.
Well, yeah. I mean, if he just gives you straight cash, homie, it's probably.
It was definitively straight cash.
I mean, probably not after you talk about it like this, but I would imagine that's just shh, keep quiet.
You think so? What do you even do with it?
I don't know how you get the money out. That's kind of the problem. It's I feel like when you get that cash, it raises flags. And then the IRS sees well, what'd you do with this $15 million?
Oh, yeah,
it's
true.
well, it went to this guy,
he definitely had to report it.
Yeah, I think. Unless he's just been slowly amassing it. Every time you go to the casino, you just stack away some money.
No, because he had to go to
a bank and
give
it ahead of time.
Take an elevator in a van and then they filled that van with cash.
Right.
And took the elevator back down.
Right. That's some shit. So yeah, I feel like I would definitely hook as long as it's because you can win. You win $10 million and it's I can give you I don't know $10,000 or something like that.
Right.
If
I won $250 million.
That's money that money to burn.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I would think all of my best friends, at least maybe 3. You might be getting 3 a pop.
When Dave's I have infinite money. And you're talking into that level, yeah, this is me asking money for Dave. Dave, give me money. But I think I would Definitely like my family. But I would give money to my friends before like my extended family.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
You
like
kidding
I would
me?
give my immediate family, but I ain't bringing
My
up
extended
cousins and
family
shit.
wouldn't getting a fucking dime.
Yeah, they're not getting shit.
Just my peoples.
Right.
My peoples are getting.
These are the
money.
people that choose to like hang out with me, basically. Your cousins, you have
Hey,
to.
You
know?
put up with this for your whole life.
Right.
You've earned at least $3 million. Like, now, the more I talk about it, it might be up to $5 million now. Like,
just take the, you would just take the whole thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's like your $5,000 in Jenga. Whatever. You can just have the whole thing.
you know what I would do? I'm trying to think how I would do it. Because I have like 7 close friends. It's like I have like 3 close guy friends. And like we have like a little circle of like 7 of us or so. And I would buy a house, like a big fucking house, and invite everyone there for the weekend, and then or the week or whatever. And then I would have everyone has a bag of let's just call it $3 million, and then everyone else will get the key to the house. And like this is just our house now.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
That'd be cool. Maybe you make.
I don't know
them,
where
like,
I'd do it.
Maybe you make them compete for it for one bag of $3 million, and then in the end, the surprise is that you all got $3 million. But you got to learn like who's your real. Like there's the one friend who's like, you know what, man, I don't even want to like do the scavenger hunt. I just want to hang out with you for the weekend. He's like, well, you get 5.
Yeah.
And then there's the one asshole who's like a dick about it. It's like you just drop down to 1. I'll be teaching lessons with my money, man. All right, so
teaching lessons to 35-year-olds.
And in the end, they get millions of dollars anyway, no matter what happens. It's not that much of a lesson. Let us know if you would give money to your friends and which celebrities you think are in QAnon. That's your KFC Radio homework, and we'll see you guys on Thursday for another day. If you made it this far, you
Long
watched
time.
the whole episode. You have to.
I've never watched the full episode. If you watched the full episode,
never watched like 10 minutes of an episode.
You really, really like us.
Or you hate us, but like have a fetish to watch us. And
Yeah.
whatever the reason is, you've made it this far. You're going to want to watch more.
You should want to watch more.
And you actually owe it to us to click the subscribe button. If you have watched that much time, you now owe us in the form of clicking the subscribe button.
That's internet currency.
And hitting the bell icon.
Yes.
I don't even know what the bell icon is, but they tell me
I
to
think
say
it
that.
sets a reminder for you. And also leave comments for what your favorite voicemail was. All kinds of that fun stuff. But you owe it to us to do it. Law. Internet law.
law.